What's up, everybody? Welcome to the GameOverGreggy show. Before we go any further, yes, hopefully you watched Greg Way on Friday. We no longer have the kitchen table. Colin is going to buy a new one.
Yeah.
But it hasn't happened yet, so we're using the coffee table. Hence why we're all hobbits. And like it's like
leaning in.
We're like at the how
in.
you dine at the fancy Japanese restaurants in the movies. I've never done it in real life where you've gone there.
You went to Tokyo though. You didn't do the dining there.
I did. I ate in many fancy restaurants, but at no point where they like take off your shoes and sit down on the floor.
Oh, that's cool.
Has that happened to you?
Yeah, I did it once. The first time I was in Tokyo, I went with IGN first year and Per Schneider.
I know him.
If you're familiar with him.
I'm familiar with Per Schneider.
Everyone's boss at IGN. Booked us at this beautiful hotel, and at the hotel it was one of those the door slides open.
Yeah. And
there's the big sitting thing. Except I thought the cool thing I thought was it wasn't like you weren't totally cross-legged. I think they dropped down a little bit underneath the table, so you weren't like kind of awkward. It was fun. It was cool.
All right, so if you downloaded this on Bandcamp, hopefully you understand we are sitting around a coffee table. Look, like the image you can see up there on the little camera. It looks like we just like moved into this place.
Yeah.
we're having a college kegger here.
It's fun.
Is it
Squirtle?
Yeah, Squirtle's still there, of course. Squirtle. I'm one of your hosts, Greg Miller. Greg Miller, part of that GameOverGreggy. Next to me is the bearded sultan, Nick Scarpino.
Hello.
Hi.
How's
How are you?
everyone doing?
We're good.
Welcome to the
Happy to be recording.
He is sultanish.
Right?
I like that.
Yeah.
Sultanish.
Over here, the one and only Pride of Long Island. He only does everything. Colin Moriarty.
First down, Greg.
First down, the Jets. I'm sure they're doing real well.
It's probably over by the time anyone has seen this.
Exactly. We're broadcasting
Sports.
to the moon. And then, of course, the pure one, Tim Geddes.
Tis I.
Tis I?
Tis I.
Oh, tis
Apostrophe
I.
T-I-S.
That's how he does it now?
That's how he does it.
That's how they do it. I just copy them.
Who's they?
The
Streets.
The streets.
That's what's hot on the streets.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So what's the deal with the Game Over Greggy show? If this is your first one, it's simple. Every Monday, we get together on YouTube and put out this video show, this video podcast, where each one of us, we're four best friends. We bring a random topic to the table. We all discuss it. We don't know what the other person is bringing. However, if you want to download it early, you can get it on Friday for $1 on Bandcamp as a high-quality MP3. That's GameOverGreggy.bandcamp.com. And if you don't want to do that, just go to youtube.com/GameOverGreggy or GameOverGreggy.com, and you get it on Monday as a free YouTube video. So don't bitch about it, because it's free there.
Hey.
Right? Mm-hmm. All right.
Correct.
And then, if you want to buy shirts.
That shirt's nice that you're wearing, Greg.
That is.
Like
I
this
wish
one.
I
Looks
wish
real
I
good.
had one of those shirts.
I wasn't expecting it. You caught me off guard with that one. I was not expecting
He came in
it.
for the chest.
Rub your chest like this?
Well, I was like looking at him, and then it's like my chest hair starts moving around. How do I sound back here? Is that too
It's
far?
terrible.
Really?
Yeah, you gotta get up close on these mics, man.
I hate this stuff.
They're
We're
unforgiving.
We're gonna
Get
look
all
like
up in it.
trolls. We're gonna look like trolls. We gotta
I'm
buy a
hunched over.
kitchen table.
I'm gonna
top
have
notch fast.
scoliosis after this episode.
Well, I'm gonna.
That's how that
I
happens.
know we said not to. Eventually, I'm gonna start moving this mic around.
That's fine.
All right, if you want to buy the shirt, you go to districtlines.com/GameOverGreggy, or just go to GameOverGreggy.com and click on the merch link, or click on the merch link right now.
Just click everywhere,
I only
guys.
put a giant. I want a giant merch link there if I remember to make it.
Yeah.
So let's get into the random topics. Everyone's blind topics. I hear I'm supposed to go first. This
You
time.
are.
You are.
Because
You're first
we're
up.
taking turns here.
Yeah. It's the fourth episode now. We've made it around the table once, even though we don't go in any particular order really. So Nick Scarpino,
Greg Miller.
you said it yourself.
Yes.
I went to Japan and I've come back.
You have come back a changed man.
Like
the Wolverine.
I mean, like this. I don't know if this is a change I've known about since my first trip to Japan. But going to Japan just reignites the fervor inside me. Why doesn't America have bidets? Why has this technology not made its way to us?
At every
Tim,
time.
do you know what a
I
bidet
do not know
is?
what a bidet is. Is the bidet the little toilet butt cleaner?
Yeah,
It's the butt cleaner. It's not.
So-
it's not a toilet. It's just a butt cleaner.
When I went to Italy when I was young, my parents thought it would be a
Did
good
you go to
thing
learn
for me.
how to make a pizza pie?
No, all I did was eat and sit around and try to find the one English channel on TV. Pretty much the same thing I do everywhere I go, no matter what. But I was like fascinated by this other toilet. I didn't understand what it was. You go into the bathroom and there would be a toilet, and then there's another toilet. And I'm
Wait,
like,
what?
How economical? That's what I thought.
There's two toilets.
I thought that.
Well, yeah. Hold on. Let's
There
get
are
through
two toilets.
Let's
There
get through
are.
the story and we'll bring it
So
up. Bring it up to speed.
I was like, I don't know why there's two toilets. In my part, I was like, oh, maybe they just in Italy they go to the bathroom next to each other. Maybe that's a thing. Reality struck.
Reality?
Reality.
Christopher Walken reality.
Oh, we're in Rome. Do what the Romans do. It's a bidet, and what the bidet is it's like a sink for your bottom half. So you can wash out. It'll spurt a little stream toward that, and you can do what you need to do to get that part really, really clean. Which at first I revolted against, but then the more and more you think about it, it's just the right way. to go about things, in my opinion.
See, I always thought that those things were part of one toilet.
Well, see here, this is where you're getting into it. So for listeners at home or watchers at home, a bidet, this is according to Wikipedia, of course, is a plumbing fixture or type of sink intended for washing the genitalia, inner buttocks, and anus.
What about
bidet
the outer buttocks?
Is a French loanword.
It's French for lone
No,
wolf.
see, you can go there and have it where it's side by side, just one what looks to be a toilet with no rim and then a thing that shoots water out of it. But in Japan, they have like
technology.
The high technology seats where the seat is warmed, and then you finish your business, and then there's little buttons there, and you hit bidet or you hit spray or whatever, depending on if you have a vagina or not, and then sprays it right in your butthole, cleans it up.
That's awesome.
It is awesome.
Weird.
What do you mean? It's not weird. It's awesome.
It's fucking weird. You know what's really weird in Japan?
What's that?
Is you go to like Makuhari or whatever for Tokyo game show.
I don't know where you're going.
And there are toilets. The bathrooms are really clean.
Yeah.
But there's these toilets, and there's 100,000 people in there, and I'm gonna use the bidet that sprayed some other dude's asshole like 5 minutes before I walked in there. I don't know about that.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can do that.
But it's not. I mean, what?
I'm gonna wipe it with the toilet paper.
But it's just
You do both.
I can't do.
Oh, you never felt cleaner. It's like
I doubt I have felt cleaner.
See, I wish that instead of toilet paper, everything was just baby wipes.
Sure.
I love baby
Charmin's
wipes.
trying to move in on that right now.
Really?
Yeah, they've started marketing adult baby wipes that are just like
That's
the
amazing.
bears are out there dancing with their asses. They just shit and
yeah.
now they gotta wipe it with a baby wipe.
Because I always feel a lot cleaner using baby wipes whenever those situations arise where I have baby wipes available.
Yeah, well, yeah. When is that a situation
know.
happening? You're
You
like,
know, I have friends that actually carry them with them no matter where they go.
That's great. You know, I should
that's
start
like
doing that.
that's the only acceptable anywhere close to the only acceptable reason to still wear cargo shorts is on the odd chance that you need to keep your little packet
keep
of
baby wipes.
baby
in there.
wipes
That's
in one of
the
cargos.
solution. All right.
Yeah, I've seen it happen. It's pretty genius.
Also, true story. Someone a couple weeks ago was telling me about a bidet, and I
That
just
was today.
pretended
That
I
was
knew.
5 minutes
nope,
ago.
I pretended I knew what they were talking about.
Okay.
I didn't. I thought they were talking about day beds. I thought that was the French day bed. But
So
bed
so for all those
very different
vampires
than
that have to
day
sleep
bed.
during the day, they need the bidet bed.
You would have been sorely mistaken.
Yeah, very different.
But I don't. So okay, I understand what you're saying, Colin, about it. Maybe in a public bathroom. I didn't use a bidet in a public bathroom.
Colin, let me see if I have this right, Colin.
Other than a hotel.
So, because you know I'm a huge history buff.
Yeah.
You know, if there's one thing I love, it's the formation of this fine country.
Right.
I studied it actually in school.
Oh, okay.
When I went to school in Boston,
Where did you go?
I went to the Hobbitown. The Boston,
the Hobbitown or the Harbor Town?
The Hobbitown.
Hobbit?
Hey, it doesn't matter, Colin. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
So, if I'm not mistaken, the bidet in France and in many parts of England was the signature, in fact, of those countries. Right? It used to actually be on the flag. So when we came over to form this country back in 42, 43,
Right.
we decided to shed all of those old school ways, and we said we don't need two toilets. We can have one toilet, America. That's how it worked, right?
Wow,
That's
yeah, we can
exactly-
have one
that's exactly
toilet,
the way it went.
America.
Yeah.
And
I
this
like
was
that one a
before.
lot.
This was hundreds of years before there was even running water. So
That's it. We were forward thinking.
All right. So, anyways, first off, like the mechanical bidet you're describing, you know, that it touched other people's butts or whatever, which hasn't touched anybody's butts. It comes out, so it's like, and then it sprays you, and then it goes, and it
know.
just tracks.
Yeah, it's amazing.
So I mean, like, I don't think it's anybody's doing anything bad to it.
I don't
And
care.
So okay,
I'm not gonna have this thing spray in my butthole.
so even,
I don't like the butt play, Greg.
You don't like the butt play?
Portillo. We get it. You're on the show. Even moving that aside, then why not in the luxury of your own home, where you don't have to worry about it? Think about how clean your butt.
I'm not French.
Think of how clean your butt would be. Think about the warm toilet seat, which isn't something you
I
sound
want
like.
I want a heated toilet seat. That's different.
Wait, you're missing the other
But
aspects.
no,
of
but there's
the-
See,
one
I'm not
toilet
down
that
with
does
the
all
warm
of this.
toilet seat.
Huh?
The warm toilet seat? Mm-mm.
Why don't you want a warm toilet seat?
I don't know. I mean,
Oh,
I guess I don't
no.
want a
You
cold
gotta
toilet
have it.
seat
You
either.
gotta
the
have it.
one true toilet seat.
I guess it's one of those things I can't imagine. I don't know of a time I've sat down on a toilet and been like, "This is too cold." When I
Oh,
sit
There's
down,
Really?
a lot of times.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
weird.
Yeah.
I got a lot of
Now,
cushion for the push.
Do you remember? You remember back in the day? My aunt and uncle had this. I remember, like back in the day, the cushioned toilet seat.
Oh yeah. I never liked those.
That was a little weird to me.
Yeah.
too.
Oh no, sorry.
You sink down into it.
Oh, this is who set this up.
You set this up.
God,
This
what
is
an
your
idiot.
idea.
This is the most uncomfortable thing I've done in years. You're missing the best aspect of the Japanese bidet. By
Okay.
the way, this is not just a bidet. This is like the most technically advanced piece of hardware that's ever come out of any country.
Yeah.
It's got a lot of buttons So you can do hot water, cold water, strong pressure. You can control
Yeah, you
that.
can change the
but then it
pressure.
also has
I'm a
a
big fan
sound
of that.
effect for the flush. So when you're like, if you have to go and it's going to be kind of raucous, like it's going to cause a ruckus of some sort. It's going to be a crazy sound. You can hit the button so you don't waste water, and it'll go whoosh. It's pretty amazing.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I don't know exactly what you're talking about there.
You didn't.
but-
You didn't get to that menu.
No, but what happens is that in some public restrooms, just to take it away from Mike, we're gonna send it away. Some public restrooms, Tim, you go in there, you can hit a music button, and it plays
A
a speaker.
music button?
It plays a speaker of like nature sounds. And
So
stuff.
I can like drop a deuce, and then the Final Fantasy victory music plays.
Well, I mean, if that's what it's programmed to do, I guess.
I'm sure it is there.
Sounds awfully
That's
racist to me.
That is.
As long as you know. Portillo, you are too jacked up on Mountain Dew today.
jacked- oh,
Coming at
shit.
people like a
Oh,
spider
shit.
monkey.
It's all right.
He's crazy. I like how you just have all the toys. They just keep
Well,
with you.
because if I give them back to him, he chews them.
Well, I know he squeaks them because he's so into it. He wants to prove how tough you are.
Oh, right
How
into the
tough he is.
camera bag.
And he's
With
too
all the
stupid to find it.
technology.
No, he found it.
Okay.
So Tim, are you sold on bidets then?
I mean, I've never experienced it, but this sounds like something I'd like.
You would like this.
Yes.
You need to get this in your house.
Yeah.
We all need to get these
Yeah,
in this.
I like that.
And that's the other question I got. Why don't people install more toilets? This seems like something that doesn't
the fuck
happen.
are you talking
This
about?
seems like something that never happens. You never see people buying new toilets.
Like custom
we need a new
toilet
fridge. We ain't buying it, but we're gonna get one eventually one day. But it seems like everybody's committed to whatever toilet is in the house when it comes to the house.
Yeah.
I don't
It's
know. I think
rare
that's
that
an
you
old
see-
way of thinking. I feel like a lot of the new young hip kids, they care about that stuff. A
Well,
lot of
they're,
my
like,
friends,
building a house.
when they moved into their new places,
No.
like
People moved into new houses that
And then
your age,
my age people,
and they were
then
like, the first thing I'm doing, get a new toilet.
I mean, the toilet is a consideration.
Yeah.
And like they get the ones with the two flushy things, which I'm not down
What's the
with.
two flushy things?
The
One
half
for, like,
flush and the normal
Oh, I don't like
flush.
the button on top.
No.
You're
Yeah.
never sure if you're getting it. Some of them have like the third little
That's
button in
the
the middle.
worst.
Yeah.
That's
See,
the
I don't
worst.
like those.
Just
Yeah,
to piss
no.
environmentalists off, I want a flusher that uses 3 times more water than necessary every time I flush the toilet.
That's Tim thinks it's ridiculous, but I prefer to go to the bathroom in Starbucks.
What I think is ridiculous is you.
Wait,
right
what
now.
do you mean? This is a
Because-
good way. He's comfortable, isn't he? He's gonna sound good on the mic.
Good. Actually, don't sound that good. Hold on.
Let's try this.
Do I
There
sound
it is,
good on the
that's
mic?
better.
You didn't want me to hold it, but I've been holding it.
No, I mean,
Bob
I
Barker
can't, I
style.
can't hear if you're sounding horribly, so I'm sure the audience will let us know when we post this.
Wait, why even wearing the earphones then?
I mean, I can hear that, but Tim said you said it doesn't matter.
Why are you also wearing earphones that look like you're like in a rom-com in the 1995 with
These-
Tom Hanks and
true
Meg
story,
Ryan?
I can't
You're going
wear-
jogging? You're going jogging?
I think it's called yogging. I think it's from the French word to yog.
All right, put him away.
Put them away. I can't wear the earbuds. The
Why
earbuds
fuck
bother my ear.
Oh, don't be mean, girl.
That's just what happened.
You baffle me, Nick.
How do I baffle you?
Earbuds bother you, but sticking these 1990s contraptions in your ear doesn't. Those are earbuds on sticks. You realize that, right?
It's a whole different thing. It's a whole different thing.
No. These are leftovers of Sony Walkman from yesteryear. I don't even know where I'm going.
So this is a funny thing. How long do you think I've owned these earbuds?
4 years.
You got him in a gift set with Use Your Illusion 2. the
No,
cassette
so
tape.
I got the original pair of these earbuds from Mr. Tyroot, who had them. God knows why. I don't know why he had them, but I was having a problem when I jog, when I do anything with the other earbuds and the Apple earbuds, they fall out or they cause me like a huge
okay.
headache. They're annoying as hell. So, but I don't like the big muffs like go around.
Well,
the
these
whole
are
thing.
for jogging. That's okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
they're for working out. I don't actually like listen to things on this.
Okay.
But then I
Except
lost
now.
them, and then I immediately went and paid $40 for them to get shipped to me in one day. from
$40.
Amazon.com, which is amazing.
.com.
.com.
Remember when all the websites did that?
Just in case you didn't know how to get to the.
Where do I go? .net? GeoCities.amazon? All right. My topic's done, I guess.
That's it?
I wish Colin could win me over. Come to the bidet side.
No.
Why not? I still don't get it. You just
Have
don't
you
like
tried
anybody.
it?
Yeah, I have tried, of course.
Well, don't you want a clean butthole?
I love there's nothing I love more than a clean butthole. There's nothing I love more than that.
Can't get comfortable.
Yeah, I know. It's not good. We need a kitchen table.
This is terrible. Colin.
This is
What?
bad.
This is terrible.
I didn't want. We have to get the carpets clean first. I don't want to get a.
We're going on a furniture
here.
buying spree next week.
You should throw your couches out this weekend and buy new ones.
I gotta price those first, but then yeah.
No,
I'll get
just
to
do
that.
it.
No, just
Just
do it.
fucking go on a whim and just buy couches.
It's taking so much energy just to hold my upper body up that I'm sweating right now. That's how out of shape I am.
That's pretty out of shape. Did you ever think maybe less layers?
Well, I wore the sweater because
good,
I
though.
thought maybe it would
He
slow
looks
me
great.
down.
Don't get me wrong. You thought it would slim you down.
I was like, oh,
You thought
it'll
more layers
tighten
would
everything up.
slim you down.
Well, you know, we don't think. It's late in the day.
Can you guys all leave comments saying how good Nick looks?
I
Just
thought
so-
you were looking
just so
really
that he,
good laying down
feels good.
sideways, like a
It
merman.
didn't feel right. Colin gave me the look.
Colin
But
gives
he was
everybody
like,
a look.
don't be lazy in God's house.
I didn't give
That's
you a
what you
look.
looked.
I never gave you a look.
Sometimes you can be like, I can't tell you got the smoky glasses.
Hell yeah, I do.
They're cool looking. Are those the glasses that
Hell
like?
yeah, I do.
Are those the glasses that they go from?
Yep.
Like they autocorrect.
Yeah.
They autocorrect.
Well,
That's
they're built
awesome.
in. They're
Yeah,
built in
transis-
ND
the
filters.
yeah.
Transition lenses. They're cool.
That's cool.
I like them, but what the problem is that I can't go anywhere without them now because my eyes are so like used to never having light touch them that I like if I go outside without my glasses on by mistake I'm like all blinded and I have to like go back.
Naked mole rat.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like a bare little naked baby mole rat. Unaware of where I am and unfamiliar with nature.
That's
Where's
good.
the world?
That's a good mole
Is
rat
that how it goes?
impression. I like that.
That's good. Oh, it's so weird when you're not listening to yourself talk. It takes me another split second to process when I can hear myself.
I don't know what the fuck that even means.
He doesn't have his headphones on.
I don't have the headphones on anymore.
So-
I took the 1990s
so what? Just-
Jerry Seinfeld headphones off.
So just and I said
I'm
Tom
faster
Hanks
now and I'm
movie.
smarter.
Jogging in a Tom Hanks movie is what that is.
Are you referring like the man with the one red shoe? Did you ever see that film?
I did see it. I didn't appreciate it.
Go back, you'll appreciate it more. Oh, you're getting the snack now?
Are we just getting rid of this table? Are we all just moving to DVD stacks?
I think we should move
My
to
legs
DVD
hurt.
stacks.
All right. I don't even. Okay.
I think we're just gonna hold the mics.
But Tim said it sounds bad when we
Tim,
hold
go
the mics.
listen to the thing and tell us if it sounds bad. Sorry, audience. Everyone hold. Here's a topic to talk amongst yourselves.
Why do they even need to hold? We're still talking to him. Unless this all sounds bad and we have to.
Tim, get your cool ear. How much do those earbuds cost, Tim? $300 for
What?
earbuds.
Can you move the board closer to me?
Yeah.
$300 for those earbuds?
They're amazing. Thanks.
Are they Astra ones? What are they? They're Twitch.
Clipshinsons. The Clipshinsheisen.
You're getting conniption.
Conniption fit.
Yeah,
How come
that's
people don't use that word anymore? That term. Check. I'm just holding it like this.
That's fine.
Does it sound okay?
What about this? Hold on. When I'm doing this.
What about this? What
Earlier I've
about
done this.
what about this move? Tim, does
I don't
that
even know.
sound
Are
weird?
you a Jolly Roger? I don't even know what that means.
For those of you who are not watching this, I just did an amazing elbow move. Called the man mover.
If you downloaded this off Bandcamp,
Yeah, thank you.
mark the
by way.
time code. Thank you very much for your $1. Mark the time code and then go watch that part on YouTube.
I'll tell you one
And
thing
then
right
go
now.
back to buying Bandcamp audio.
Greg Miller.
Yeah. Look
You
at
know-
this.
you
Now
know
I feel
what-
really good.
Hey, look at that. You look at you. You're beautiful.
Woo.
The leaning tower of DVDs. I'll tell you what goes good with a nice podcast.
What's that?
T-shirts.
Wow, this is how we're gonna do
Are we
this now?
shilling? We're not gonna shill?
I think we already did. I don't know if we need to like every segment remind
feeling
people
so-
of
I'm feeling so
districtlines.com
good right
/ GameOverGreggy.
I'm feeling so fucking
I'm just proud
fit.
that we have those. I'm proud that we have everything we
We have t-shirts. I'm proud of it too.
Yeah.
Now we just need to have people. We started one of those GoFundMe sites to get a kitchen table.
Nope, we're not
I
doing
think
that.
they have
I
place. I
know,
think they
it's a
have a
joke.
place for people like us. It's called IKEA.
Ah.
I think we could just go there and for $100.
He is
get-
frightening, isn't it?
Yeah, it's terrible.
It's frightening because you know
horrifying.
inherently that whatever you buy is just a time bomb waiting to explode 1 year later.
Right. If
I
you
used to
move
have-
any of that garbage, it falls apart.
The second you move a piece of IKEA furniture, it actually says it in the fine print. It's just in Swedish.
Yeah.
So you can't really read it or understand it. It just falls apart. I used to be heavy into the futon couch. Are you familiar with this piece of technology?
I
This
know the
masterful
futon
transformer.
couch. What caught me off guard was I used to be heavy into the I don't. Did you collect them? Did you subscribe to a magazine? What does that mean?
There was a period in my life where I did a lot of stuff that revolved around the futon. I used to live with my brother.
Please tell me more about this.
Oh, it's not where your mind went.
I don't.
Now.
I
used-
think it means that you had a lot of futons. I don't even know.
My brother and I, when we first when I was in college, we were both in college together. He was doing grad school. I was doing undergrad. We lived together in Fullerton. He went to Cal State Fullerton,
California.
excellent school. I'm from Southern California. Go SoCal.
Represent. Surprising. I
don't
thought
know,
you'd be in
is
better shape. They got
That's what I used to be in good shape. I moved up to Northern California. Now I can wear layers, hide it all.
I heard you were bad shape when you moved here.
When did you be in good shape?
I had a 6-pack. I used to.
Oh,
like-
yeah.
It was awesome. No, I'm in the best shape of my life right now. Sadly.
That's good.
Why is that sad?
Anyway, so I used to share a 1-bedroom apartment with my brother.
Yeah.
1-bedroom apartment. I used to sleep in the living room. He used to sleep in the actual bedroom.
What was the
and-
rent on that bad boy?
Oh,
Your part.
I
Your half.
think it
Your
was-
half.
No, the whole thing was I think $800
Wow.
in Fullerton. This is like back in 2001, 2000.
Before the .coms.
Well,
Nope, that was actually during the first
that was
crash.
during the bubble.
So
The
before WWE.
Yes.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, that's sad. Anyway, so I had that. Then that thing moved with me from apartment to
I don't think
apartment
that's true
until the
either.
point where it was like gaff taped together.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a futon. It doubled as our couch.
So that
My brother
so
always
you weren't
complained that it
big
smelled
into
bad.
futons. You were big into one futon.
No one's big into futons. I
Well,
love
that's
that you
why
put
it was
that-
weird when
I
you
love
said
that
it.
I love where you put the emphasis on that.
Futon.
I'm calling them futons.
The
from now
futon.
on.
Also
Like
say
the
roof.
Futon. Roof.
Okay. I guess we'll agree to disagree on this
How do
one.
you say,
say
it?
rough?
You say rough?
Roof. I'm going
That's
to the
so
roof.
fucking
I'm gonna go
weird.
drink on the.
You're
I'm
so
gonna go drink a
weird.
beer on the roof.
On the rough.
Roof.
You said
Roof.
roof.
It's
You just said
roof.
it correctly.
Roof.
Roof.
There you go. That's how you say actually.
Roof.
That's how the words actually
Like
said.
Ruth.
Like Babe Ruth.
Roof.
I'm gonna go drink a beer on the roof.
Roof. Like what? That's like I lived in Maine, and that's how people in Maine say it. People in Maine
That's how,
say
that's how
everything
Chicagoans do it.
I hate how people say wolf wrong.
Wolf?
Yeah, when they say woof,
A wolf?
It's
I don't
like,
ever hear that. I never hear that.
get out
You know,
of here.
okay, so on that level, sandwich. One of the harder words for people.
You don't
to
want a
say, I've
sandwich?
noticed. Sandwich. I hear sandwich. all the time.
Sandwich.
Yeah, a
Who
lot
are
of people
you
say,
hanging
"Hey,
out
I'm gonna
with?
get a sandwich."
It's a very Italian thing to say.
It is an Italian thing to say a lot of times.
And this is different, but it really bothers me when people say things like, close the lights.
Oh yeah, no good.
It's like, no, I'll turn off the lights. I will not close them.
I had a friend say that somebody once said, "Can I?" What was it? Hold on, I'll get to it. Something along those lines. Can you borrow me that?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Like,
you
no,
know what I
I
heard?
can lend it to
you
you.
know what I
man,
heard the
and,
other
like,
day?
itching my I'm itching myself. No, you're scratching your itch.
I heard the other day something that actually I picked up and now use. I was at the Starbucks counter. As
course.
most things in my life revolve
Yes.
around the Starbucks counter. Morning, then 4 o'clock, then sometimes if I've had a good day, I treat myself 6 o'clock before the ride home. Someone reached in front of me and said, instead of pardon me, they said, pardon my reach.
I like
So
that.
was
I
like,
say that.
Thank you.
That's fine.
That's actually a nice thing to
If
say.
you're
I
like
love
if you're
that
at the
we're all
dinner
agree on
table
this.
and you're reaching in front of someone,
say,
and
"Pardon
grab
my reach."
salt, for instance,
I've always
Yeah.
just said, pardon me, and then I just put my fat hand in front of anyone that's
or you're in the
wants
shower
me.
with someone else and you're grabbing the VO5 to lube up.
We're back to that subject now.
Dusting off an old
Pardon
favorite.
my reach.
Pardon
Jeez,
my reach.
I noticed that you do keep the VO5 in there, and you don't have much hair. So
Yeah,
is that in there for
I like the burn.
old time's sake?
I like the pee hole burn when I use it. Because sometimes you don't get it, so it's like a little adventure. Is it gonna happen? Or are you
You
gonna
like a little pain with your pleasure,
Yeah, oh yeah.
so to speak.
Pardon my reach around.
You into the old dominatrix style stuff
Sure.
back in the day?
Sure.
Why not?
Back in the day.
Yeah.
I want to know this, Colin. What happened to all the tumbler glasses we had?
Maybe Mike had them.
They were mine. At least a few.
Well, he's
No,
got
I
them
probably
now.
broke
They're
like
not
4 of
yours
them.
anymore.
Mm,
They went
okay.
the way
That
of the
makes more sense
futon
then.
or the futon.
I break a lot of
the
glasses.
futon.
It's up on the roof.
It's on the futon is on the roof.
Is that
Have
like
you
a
changed
day
topics
bed?
yet?
No, we're meandering around.
Cool.
This is what people want to hear.
All right.
Found this nail over here.
Yeah, I took that off the ground so no one would step on it.
No, no.
Let's talk about the nails.
Nails are funny.
Nails are awesome.
Colin,
Love
do you want to go?
Can't build a house. without
Okay. So my topic is political, but I think it'll be a funny one.
Funny political.
Well, a fun one. I'll say a fun one.
Okay, let's just keep dialing back the expectations.
So there's something called the political compass, and
Nobody's gonna yell at him.
what?
Compass. Compass.
Political compass.
I think he meant compass, as in you're gonna composite your beliefs
compass,
onto someone
C-O-M-P-A-S-S,
else's
It's compass.
No, compass.
campus.
It's compass.
It's compass.
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 What?
Compass.
I have my compass. I'm gonna go out into
Just out of curiosity, what site do we work at? IGN dot what?
com.
Okay. Anyway, so there's something called the political compass. It's just like this test, this political test, right? And
Sure.
it's,
Okay.
Sure.
And it's
I'll take your word for it, because again, like politics, we should quickly introduce everyone to the fact that you know a lot about adult subjects. None of us.
well, this
do.
is why I brought this up. 'Cause
Okay.
all right, so on this test, it was created by people that no one knows who created the test and like who's behind it. And that's like what's really interesting about it. And it asks you a series of questions, and then tells you exactly what you are. And the grid that it figures it out on is to the top authoritarian, to the bottom libertarian, and then left and right. And it puts you like somewhere on the grid. And I thought it would be funny. I know exactly where I sit because I've taken the test, but I thought it would be funny to give one of you the test and see what it comes up with, how
Sure.
you answer these
Sure.
questions. So the only
This is coming to me,
question
isn't
is who should take the test.
Who should take the test?
Tim's too nice.
Tim's too nice. I feel like
You wanna take it, Nick?
I'll take
Yeah,
it. Sure.
Okay.
I don't mind. I love tests.
I'm too nice.
Yeah.
You're too nice, Tim.
You're a blank slate. You don't even know what's going
Tim,
on.
you'll
You don't even
freeze
know.
up.
Do you have opinions on any political manners?
On everything, yeah.
What about where do
you
you
wanna give
fall
it
in
to Tim?
compass versus compass?
God
God damn it, dictionary.
Compass.
We're trying to. Dictionary.com isn't agreeing with me. Hold on.
This is the hardest floor on the planet.
Is it?
Some
Is
padding.
it really?
I mean,
That's
I've only
hyperbole.
tested a few floors, but yeah, this is the
All right,
hardest.
so
I've
are
ever
we ready?
But if it was a futon, you'd have or a futon, you'd know all about
They
it.
say futon,
A futon.
south of the Mississippi.
Are we ready? Are you ready, Nick?
Am I taking it?
Yeah.
Are you gonna
Okay,
jot
let's
down the
go.
answers as you go?
No, I'm gonna put.
How
them-
many
I'm gonna
questions
put
are
them
on this
the
test so I
queue.
can prepare myself?
There's a lot.
Why do
Oh,
they trust?
wow.
Why do they trust this if no one knows who invented it?
Because it's always right.
Okay.
Okay,
It's
well,
really
this is
interesting.
okay.
Ready?
Go.
The questions are interesting. I think.
Sure, go for it.
By the
Now,
way,
by the way,
answer-
this is the exact same thing I had to go through when I was sorted by the sorting hat and put into Gryffindor for the Harry Potter.
Oh, good. Okay.
Yeah.
He got there in the end.
Gryffindor.
So, just so you know, by the way, Nick,
Yes, sir.
every question has the following answers: strongly agree, disagree, or strongly disagree. That's it.
So I can say agree or disagree, strongly agree or strongly disagree.
Right.
So it's like one of those surveys they give you at the bank after you call the bank and wait for like a half hour, and they're like, "Could you just hang on for a survey?" And you're like, "Sure," because
Yeah.
you don't want to say because she was like so helpful.
This is a lot more interesting than that.
Cool. Okay, go ahead.
You ready?
Yeah.
If economic globalization is inevitable, it should primarily serve humanity rather than the interests of transnational corporations.
Say that one more time slowly and define economic globalization.
I'd
I
always
think.
support my country, whether it was right or wrong. No one chooses his or her country of birth, so it's foolish to be proud of it. The enemy of my enemy is my friend. Military action that defies international law is sometimes justified. It's a sad reflection on our society that something as basic as drinking water is now a bottled, branded consumer product.
I disagree.
Wait, how old is this test? Do they add questions to it?
It's been the same for like.
How many more questions do we
How do you
have?
know
Oh,
about?
it's a lot. A lot. I want you to
How
keep
do they
going.
know about that
I want you to
bottled
keep going.
water?
Yeah, exactly. How do they know
Be
about
patient.
bottled
If
water?
we stop, if we just keep going, we'll be done in 10 minutes.
Okay, 10 minutes.
Yeah.
10 minutes.
Yeah, 10 minutes. There is now a worrying fusion of information and entertainment. People are ultimately divided more by class than by nationality. Controlling inflation is more important than controlling unemployment. Abortion when the woman's life is not threatened should always be illegal. All authority should be questioned. An eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth.
How many more questions are there?
There's just stick with it.
Okay.
Please, stick with it.
Okay.
Stick with it. Taxpayers should not be expected to prop up any theaters or museums that cannot survive on a commercial basis. Schools should not make classroom attendance compulsory.
I'll tell you what. Why don't we do this? Why don't you give me the test? I'll answer the rest of the questions while you guys talk amongst yourself, and then we can look at it.
If you want.
Because it's already been 20 minutes.
This hasn't been 20 minutes on this.
Okay,
There's
let
no
me
way.
have it. I'll
Here
answer
you
it
go.
myself. We'll come
You
back
guys
to
aren't
this one
fun at
second.
all. By the way. Let's talk about dicks and VO5 masturbation.
That was your topic.
Oh, yeah.
You brought that up. Do you want us to move to another topic while you answer these?
My legs are asleep.
Let's move to another topic. Tim, what's your topic?
Tim, what do you got for me?
You brought it up earlier. WWE
What about it?
wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
So it's fake.
Yes,
Well, who cares?
It's been proven. I don't know.
That's the topic.
People. Wait, who
Why?
cares that wrestling's fake?
But why? I mean, like,
The people. I mean, it's the same thing as just. It's the same. I don't like Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
So and that it's not that I don't like it. You know what I mean? But like I have no interest in it. So like if you're trying to get me, I guess that would be like, what's the easiest way to say why you don't like something? You know what I mean? Like what's the easiest way to say you don't like wrestling? It's fake. It's stupid.
yeah,
Do you like wrestling?
yeah,
You still watch it?
no.
Yeah. But I don't watch it either regularly. I respect it still. I
But
enjoy
yeah,
it.
I'll keep up. Like every once in a while, I'll, like go to WWE.com,
Right.
see what's going on.
Yeah, you want to see what the people are up to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The reason I bring this up is because WrestleMania 31 just announced to be in the Bay Area.
Yeah. Santa Clara, home of the Santa Clara 49ers.
So I'm going. That's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
See what the hell's
WrestleMania's a
going
good time.
Yeah.
It's super expensive though.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you gonna get a hotel down there? You gonna
Santa
drive back
Clara?
and forth? Yeah.
Oh, drive.
That's far away, man. You get caught in traffic.
That'll be fun.
You know how bad that traffic's gonna be?
Mm-mm.
Bad.
Will it be worth it
Yeah, depend. I don't know.
to
Probably.
bring back two old men to have them fight? I'm sure.
What? Is it, how you doing over there, bud?
Mainly, I want to hear Colin's thoughts on wrestling.
Hold on, he's got to stretch these calves out over
I want everyone to know that we were not halfway done.
Yeah, we were.
We weren't even close. There's 97 more questions. I have more anxiety about this test right now than I did about the SATs.
Okay,
Which was hard,
what?
too.
What?
You know, like when it really hurts.
Oh, you got the pins,
got
and,
pins
needles?
and needles?
Yeah.
Side note, the Diva show.
Yeah.
We talked about this a couple times.
You've brought it up a few times.
It's horrible. It's so overproduced. It's ridiculous. I'm addicted to it.
Why are you putting them back? You got to stretch them out if they got pins and needles. You got to let the blood rush to
I'm
them.
better now.
Okay.
I'm better now.
I used to like wrestling when I was a kid.
Yeah.
It's fucking stupid, but it's
Yeah.
I liked it when I was a kid. I thought it was funny. I used to wrestle with my friends when we were watching it and stuff. And,
Yeah. Some sweaty boys.
some sweaty naked boys wrestling around in the living room.
Yeah, see, I feel like wrestling's a important part in a young boy's growth.
Sure. You figure it's it's a important step, right, between comic books and action figures or whatever, right? It's it's superheroes on the screen or whatever of them doing crazy things that don't make any sense. That would the person doing the move would probably hurt worse than the person taking the move, but that's his finisher, so whatever. That guy just landed on his
it must hurt
tailbone.
more.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Why would X-Pac when X-Pac runs and jumps and Bronco busts his balls in your face? Why would that hurt you at all? Why would you not just get up and be horribly offended and beat him to death? Yeah. Are you gonna go to WrestleMania, Colin? If
No.
Tim invites you?
No.
Even if he invites you?
No, I wouldn't go to that.
Why not?
I don't. I feel like even if something's free, I wouldn't go to it if I don't feel like I belong at that place.
This question's great. I'm not going to tell you how I answered it. Pornography depicting consenting adults should be legal for the adult population. Colin, what's your
Strongly
answer?
agree. What are you talking about?
Tim?
Oh, yeah.
What I noticed about you taking the test, by the way, and the reason I wanted to do this test out loud is because when I was in college, we did the test out loud in class, which was awesome. And we discussed a lot of the questions because the questions haven't changed. And it's interesting how some people
Clam up.
Well, like, when I take the test, I actually strongly agree or strongly disagree with most of them.
Yeah.
You'll notice that Nick only strongly disagreed with the taboo questions.
No, to be honest though, probably if we were probably, to be honest with everyone, if I was taking this anonymously,
Hip hop.
I would go way more on the other side of the spectrum, probably.
You mean way more racist?
Yeah, I feel like I'm still, since I don't, I mean, to be honest, I'm not on camera that much. I'd be way more racist. No, I would not be way more racist.
Yeah.
Just, you son of a bitch. No, I'm on camera right now. It's not something I'm skating the line. I'm being a wuss, so to speak. Now that I'm not talking to you, it's true. That's something I learned about myself. I'm a little more on the polar spectrum here.
I understand.
In there.
Yeah, the test.
Like I'm not going to tell you what I said to the
You said strongly
pornography
agree.
one. But Greg can see it from my shoulder.
No,
Either that or can see into the future.
But I know you
The
well
future
enough.
of 2 hours from now.
I really want to know why you're holding the mic like that.
That's how gangsters hold the mic. You go like this when you do the gun thing. I want you to know that. You're the whitest human being I know. And last time you were like, brap, brap, the gun.
I've never said brap,
Tim,
brap.
have you seen him do the gun thing?
I'm not saying I didn't
Colin.
think.
He doesn't do the sound.
In a conversation with Colin, you do, but in your brain I can see it. You're like, you blink twice. Brap, brap.
No,
Okay.
his eyes are
gonna
really
finish my
wide
test.
when he does it.
Is that what brat means? Is it a bullet thing?
I love you so
But what
much,
I was going
Greg.
to say was the test should only take
I don't know why Brian does it.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my! I thought you were joking there.
Yeah. Is it a rap thing?
It's a gun thing.
Do you want to?
Well, that's not the gun. That's not what a gun noise is, though.
So what?
It's a
What I was
machine gun noise.
here. Let me see if I can reach it.
That's like a raptor noise.
Get it.
Get it
Get
good.
it.
So I was gonna say was if you take like I had to explain. Well, it's obvious because we're doing it focally, but the test should only take about 20 minutes to take.
Sure.
And let's see where you are.
What do I decide?
Colin's gonna put on his like half rim glasses, like like they always like the school
Yep.
teachers and the doctors
The
have.
red pen. You're
Yeah.
just like,
Trouble foot here.
See, really, Nick, this isn't the test that they're giving. This is the test Colin's giving, and you already failed.
So you're left libertarian.
Left libertarian. Didn't know that
And
about
you're
myself.
like close to
Thought I
where,
was right
so you're close to where
ambidextrous.
Gandhi is
Really?
on the test.
I could have told you that.
Tim actually often refers to me as the Italian
Yeah.
Gandhi.
So you're economic left right.
Greg,
negative
shake your head all you
2.12.
want.
I
That
did.
was funny.
It's been shook.
So you're to the left about 2 points.
How many out of a what point
out
scale?
of 10?
So that's not too far left.
No, and you are
I'm more moderate. I'm more
And
middle of
you're-
the road.
libertarian about -4. So you're 4 points libertarian.
Standard deviation.
So you're here.
Okay.
What's the standard?
That's a color grid you
air-
got
And
there.
if you see,
Where are you, Colin?
so if you see, this is like where
Well,
Stalin
show
is.
the camera.
Show the camera.
Well, are they gonna be able to see?
Eh,
Yeah,
maybe.
sure. Why not? Who cares?
They'll
This
zoom
is-
in on the frame.
I just want. Maybe we can.
So
well,
Colin
I
just
don't
showed
know
me four squares
But
in a
it's
checkered
Stalin's
box.
here and Hitler's here.
Yeah.
Margaret Thatcher.
Well, hopefully I'm not that close to Hitler.
and then
You're close to Gandhi. You are
I'm
really
close to Gandhi. Okay, well I'll take that. Sure, I don't mind that. Tim's often like I said, Tim's often referred to me as the Italian Gandhi.
yeah.
Wait, what is that?
Colin,
what is
where
that,
are you
What was
at?
that cartoon there?
I think it's an ad.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
No, I thought it was.
Oh no, it's a certificate that will print out what you. So they have actually a bunch of people that like have taken it recently. So Nelson Mandela,
He took it really recently.
right there.
too
So you're
soon,
right
Greg,
around where
too
Francois Holland is. Francois Holland, of course, is the president of France.
not
So you're-
Holland.
You're down here.
You're right. Yeah, you're right by the Dalai Lama and Nelson Mandela.
I'm right libertarian. So
What?
I'm-
Who are
I'm
you
on-
closer to? Hitler.
We're all thinking it.
No, there's actually no one that's
No
in the
one's
test
near
recently.
Hitler?
That's
No.
where-
Wow.
no,
You tend to be a little bit. You tend to be a little bit more hardcore than I do. I would imagine. Just in general, you have very strong convictions when it comes to things. I, on the other hand, I think I like to be a little middle. I think there is such a thing as a gray area.
Well, I
I like to be the sandwich in Greg's. No, the meat and Greg's sandwich.
I believe
Malcolm.
in a strong I believe in a strong and free society, which in a way is a contradiction. So it's hard for me to, I believe in a strong military.
Got it.
But I believe in complete absolute freedom and liberty. But I believe that if you do a serious violent crime, you should be executed.
So walks off, carry a big stick.
So-
We talked about this on a conversation
Yeah.
with Colin.
So like,
Anything.
there's some contradictions there that make this test really accurate compared to some of the political tests that will put you on a left-right spectrum. That's why this is like a multi-spectrum thing with
Gotcha.
authoritarianism. And
So wait, no.
authoritarianism.
My question is this: what if you had to rank my test?
Yeah.
Did I get an A? Because I'm used to tests.
You took
giving
the
me a
test in a
score.
very moderate way. Like that's
So
what
I
I'm
got a-
saying. You
you're saying
only
a C,
agreed
C
or
plus?
disagreed.
Sure.
You very rare. I don't think you ever strongly agreed with anything, and I think you only strongly disagreed.
Yeah,
with
because
a
you're a
couple.
pussy. you
Out of
pussy.
my peripheral vision of my right eye, I can see Greg Miller rubbing his ass to get the blood flow back into it.
This is not my ass.
So I'm
This is
sorry
the
if you thought
top of the thigh.
that was boring.
I didn't think it was boring at
Well, I
all.
was trying
I
to
found
learn
it.
about
I found
you.
it fascinating. I just saw Tim start to list a little bit.
What?
Y'all have to
Over
get
the
some
right.
intellectualism in your life.
That's
every
what
once
you're
in a
here
while.
for. That's what I have
Yeah.
you. That's why we like hanging out with you. Because
I'm
you teach
really
me all the
dumb.
things.
I keep saying this. I am ignorant.
No,
And
see, this is the thing. See, this is the thing that bothers me about what you say when you say that, Tim. Is you're not dumb and you're not ignorant. You just choose. You're obviously not dumb. You went to college. You have a job. You can speak in sentences.
Yeah, maybe I'm not dumb. I am ignorant.
You choose to be that way, though. That's the problem with society right now. Is people just need to engage a little bit more, just a little bit more.
Sure.
Pick up a newspaper. For
See,
an hour.
now, Tim, I'll tell you this right now. I don't think you are ignorant. I'll disagree with you. I think, sure, you have a lack of knowledge on some subjects. But overall, I think you're a very intelligent guy. I think you have passion, and you're able to do one of the most important things, which is convert that passion into knowledge and into success, which you have.
And into YouTube videos.
Well, but this is your passion, right? And so, not many people know. I mean, some of your fans might not know this, but Tim does phenomenal work on IGN.com and IGN's YouTube channel.
Well, thank you.
You do a great job. Look up, Google at Tim Geddes.
Here we go.
Here it is. No, don't do that. Don't do that. But I think it does bother me a little bit when you use the word ignorant that way. And I know you're being humble, and I know you're being modest. But yes, all of us are quasi experts in certain subjects and completely ignorant in others. Like when it comes to the political realm or the political arena, or history for that matter, I am ignorant. I don't know a lot about it. I did not choose to Colin's point, I didn't choose to spend my time in college taking those courses, right? I was a film major. I love film, so I can talk, ad nauseum about film. But you're learning, and that's the most important thing. You have the most important thing that anyone needs to have, which is the motivation to want to know more about something, to want to succeed, to want to get out there and do stuff. And I think that's hugely important. So, but you do like to say the word ignorant because I think in your back of your brain it's like gangsta, like ignorant,
Lord,
like
Tim
Tim
streets.
wants to make sure he doesn't
Good.
lose
Tim,
all
by the way, is
credit
a
with the
hip-hop master.
Macklemore crowd that
Yeah,
has raised him
that I
up
love
and
so
bought him
much.
all these checkered
True
shirts.
story. Tim actually went to college with Macklemore.
That is
Back
a
then he was
true
known
story.
as Philip. He was
Philip,
just Philip
yeah.
Macklemore.
Yep. Philip Macklemore.
Philip, you
was
gonna
in
go take over your dad's
sociology
electronics
one.
store? I don't know, man. I like this rap.
No, but Colin, that's why I like hanging out with you because you actually, believe it or not, you do educate me. Like even though I joke around, we
Believe
joke
it or
around
not.
where you'll throw out the film terms. You'll be like, take out the iris, 10 points to the stop of the Geneva, and I'll be like this: Geneva Convention, fascism, communism.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about that stuff,
Yeah,
but it's
no.
nice. You actually, and then I'll ask you questions, and it is really nice.
Well,
I like it.
You all inform me too. I guess what I'm saying is like learning to me is always a sacrifice, right? Because you learn unless you're totally vapid and stupid and don't care about anything, you're always learning or interested in something. So it's not like what bothers me is that people look at me as a more of an intellectual, and that's fine, but the stigma on the things I like means that it's intellectual, but really to me it's just interesting. If that makes any sense. I'm not doing it to learn. I read history because it's interesting.
Sure.
And I think that it's somewhat just as valid, if not more valid, to understand film production. It's certainly more practical.
Well, it helps.
But
us
there's
out
more.
right now.
But that's how it has practical applications. Like when I was a history major at Northeastern and I graduated and I got a TA position and was going to grad school before I came here and I left. I had gotten into grad school and gotten a TA position, but what we used to be told was that 50% of all American history PhDs don't even find a job in the field at all ever.
It's
you know?
probably way
And-
more than film majors, by the way.
but they'll find a job that could use the practical application of film.
Sure.
There is very little practical application for what I use. So when people tell me I'm smart and I'm into those kinds of things, it's fine. That's very nice of people to say, but that's because I'm just as passionate about those things as Tim is about film or about music and things of this nature.
Absolutely.
And those things are somewhat, to me, just as valid as each other. So I don't like when people put down themselves because they don't watch documentaries or read history every night. That's
Sure.
I just do that, but that's a sacrifice, and that means that I can't watch a movie or I can't
But
be up on pop culture or
that's,
something like that.
I mean, that's something that's a broader topic, right? Today's society, and maybe it's because we're old and we're just looking at those damn kids with the YouTubes and all the social networks, and they have no focus.
Tom Hanks' jogging partner.
I love jogging.
When are you guys
You're a
filming?
jogger. You're a big jogger, right?
No.
You jog all the time,
Why
right?
would you say that?
Because
no.
one time you were like, I got these cool shoes from Troy Baker,
Yeah.
and I'm going to go jogging.
Yeah.
And then you tried to convince me that you were going jogging every night. Well, Nick, I jog 2-3 times a week. You should know
day.
that. Then you said something about, you were like something about a colonic. You're like, I'm going to have a colonic.
I was talking about the bidet.
The bidet.
Technology we need to get here in the States. Sweet.
You can get it if you want it.
I don't think
I've known people in the States that had
I don't think
bidets.
Johnson's going to like that. Pear, who got mentioned earlier in the show, has
Well, he's
bidet.
European.
Yeah. I think isn't his wife Japanese?
Yes. So that's like the perfect storm of bidet love, right there.
Oh my god.
Pear Schneider household.
Well, it is. It's if you're
I feel bad for
Central
those
European
kids.
and you're
those
and you're
kids are
Japanese.
growing up in a bidet world, thinking that's going to be every house they move to in America.
Yeah.
And nope, they'll move.
Wait,
to
are you for sure? Do they
Stop
have
holding your
bidet?
mic like a
It's
gangster.
badass.
Pretty sure, yeah.
Anyone out there, if you're going to hold his mic, swerve it.
Pop, pop.
Swerve it.
Anyway, I'm not
Literally
bringing smart
swerve.
things up on the show anymore. Who's next?
No, see, don't do this now.
Who's
Don't-
next?
Come here. Come here. Come here. It's not like that. What we were talking about, I think, is you brought up a good point. I think in class it was interesting, really interesting, because people were discussing the questions.
Well, but I didn't have to we also could just take them, And that's not meant as
Sure,
an
sure,
insult.
sure,
It's just
sure,
meant like.
No, it's
We could
it's
just-
not an insult at all. That's my point in
So I didn't
in
intend for it to
trying
take
to
that long.
expedite
Everything that's
the
happened on the
concept.
back end and front end of the questions has been interesting.
I think the questions are
Look
the
at
most
Tim over
interesting
there.
part so
I
far.
think my
Fucking
response to the question is interesting too.
Tofu
I
Tim.
apologize to you and to the audience.
what?
It's late
Don't
when we film
apologize to
these,
them. They're having
and
fun.
like I said, this is not my only glass of milk. So my retention
we should probably
and
just cut all the questions out.
ability to
that's
process
not
the
how the show
questions
works.
is a little bit slowed, so to speak. Plus, we did that thing last night too, which took us a little.
To
late,
each according to his ability, to each according to his need.
I liked hearing the
I'm taking-
questions.
I still don't
'cause
understand that
a lot of
question.
them.
You're gonna have to
your
explain that
tofu
to me
too.
later over a sandwich.
Okay.
Sandwich.
Why is it so-
We'll
I
have a
like
sandwich
tofu.
on
Too bad.
on the bidet.
Tofu's
Bidet
just
sandwich?
like you. That's what the problem is.
What?
It just goes along with whatever's put in with it. Don't care.
I don't do that. I make people
wait,
angry all the
Tim,
time.
Tim,
No, never.
Tim literally
never.
spent,
Never. Tim's
Yes.
never.
He spent the last 2 hours before we did this podcast pissing me off.
What was he doing? Asking about Macklemore?
He just calls me on my bullshit, always.
So
Because I'll say random things like, "My shirt's green." I have like, "Your shirt is
you
absolutely
guys
not green."
have the worst conversations I've ever heard.
Well, no, I'm just using that. Green in this is like.
But I get really angry when he says things like that.
He does. He hates it.
He's trying to get a rise out of you.
I do.
know.
Sometimes I just
He
say
does
things.
though.
I just say things to be fun. Oh, we got at each other today at Victor's.
Yeah. Victor's
Oh
burrito.
my god, great place. Hola, mama.
Nope.
That's what she says to you.
No,
No, she
Hola,
says-
papa.
Hola guapo.
Oh, guapo.
Hola,
Oh,
God, just leave.
she only screams it 10,000 times.
You've never even been to Victor's, have you?
went today.
She just won't stop saying it ever.
Yeah, can I get some of the hot guapo? Great, can I get the hot guapo? No, the hot guapo.
I know why you got
One,
guapo.
Our eyes melt on
one
her
day I
head.
went in there and she started calling me John.
Why?
Yeah.
No.
Listen. And I wasn't answering, and she's like, "Oh, your name's not John?" I'm like, "It says join or die."
Join. Wow.
And she's like, "Oh, I thought you had your name John tattooed on your arm." I'm like,
That'd be baller. If you
"No, I don't. I'm sorry."
It'd be cool. It'd be kind of weird and interesting if your name wasn't John and you still had John tattooed on your arm.
You know-
Totally
John
straight
Mayer
man.
Do you know I have Moriarty tattooed on my back in huge letters?
You do?
Yeah.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do.
Take
Yeah.
your shirt off right now and show me that.
I'll show it to you later.
Okay.
I'm not taking my shirt off. I'm not taking my shirt off. on camera.
I'll do it if you do it.
I'm too
I don't have
fat.
anything tattooed on my back.
I'm too fat. I don't want to do it. I'll show you
Oh.
later. I'll do it off camera.
Go do it right now.
Yeah, don't do anything. The camera can't see.
Just go. If you go right
Tim,
over
tilt
there.
the camera.
Okay,
There it is.
fine. Here we go. Here we go.
Did you really get this? No.
Oh my god!
And it's like in
I did not believe that.
It's like in a Celtic font. It's like in an Irish font.
Are you Irish?
I'm half Irish, half Italian.
So am I.
My mom's Italian. My dad's Irish.
Oh man.
It's weird that he's got like
I got that when I was 18. If you couldn't tell by how faded it is.
Colin's got like
It's
both of the
beautiful.
extremes, and then you got tofu too, right in the middle. He could be
Where am I on this spectrum?
Dick.
Wow.
All the way over there.
Okay, cool.
I love how no one knows that. It's so good.
I didn't know that.
The old fans would know, right? We tweeted that photo of you when we were drunk at New York Comic Con,
Oh,
right?
that's right. Now we have no shirt on.
You ever hear this New York Comic Con story?
No.
Me and Colin were sharing a room at New York Comic Con, and we went out, I think, to the IGN meet and greet, got drunk. Then we came back, and it's like 2 in the morning, something ridiculous like that. Colin's shirtless, shoes and socks are off. He's in his jeans, his boxers are riding up. He's like, oh, man, we should go print our boarding passes. And I'm like, right now? And he's like, yeah. He's already got his hand on the door. I'm like, dude, he's like, the business center's right down the hall. No one's going to be there. And we go in there, Colin shirtless, tattoos flaring, no shoes, no socks. And we go in, and there's this couple, this Danish couple printing their passes. And Colin just doesn't even, they were using both chairs, so Colin just crouches down using the mouse and keyboard up here. And I just start taking photos with my phone.
Jesus, Colin.
Yeah, I thought I don't regret that tattoo at all. My friend actually drew it. My friend Lauren.
It's a cool tattoo.
Yeah, no, I like it, but it was such an 18-year-old tattoo to get.
Have you seen Craig Baradon's tattoos?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I certainly have.
Love you, Craig.
How often do you just forget about that tattoo all the
I
time?
forget about it all the time.
Yeah.
How does Cheryl feel about that tattoo?
I don't think she has an opinion on it.
Okay.
One way or the other. I mean, I want that real estate back, kind of. Yeah.
Well, what would you put now if you hadn't got that tattoo? What would you fill it up with? Now, before I'm gonna give you three possible options.
Okay.
Here.
Okay.
1, the American flag.
Okay.
The full back tattoo of the American
Yes.
flag. That'd be hot.
Badass. 2, a picture of the 4 of us.
Okay.
Just the four best friends.
Okay.
3, some sort of tribal sun.
Oh, Jesus.
Suns with
Christ.
barbed wire wrapped around it.
And he has to do one of these.
One of the 3.
I would
Which
do.
would you
I would
pick?
do the picture of all of us.
All 4 of us.
Over the flag?
Yeah.
Over the
So the
American
American
flag?
flag is too. That's too.
Too patriotic.
No, I'm very patriotic. It's just too deep south for me. The tribal tattoo is too 90s.
That's played out. That's played out
You turn
big
18 in
time.
high school and you get a barbed wire around your arm, like everyone I went to high school with. And I used to think those guys, I have no disrespect for those guys at all. I used to think those tattoos were so cool,
I thought they were cool too.
but I was like,
I always wanted the biceps.
Never thought they were cool.
I always wanted the
Tofu
biceps
Tim.
that would go through it.
I did. I remember being in gym, when I was in 9th to 10th
cool
grade, we have
biceps.
everyone together, all the grades would, depending on their periods, would be in those same classes, and you knew the older kids, we didn't really talk to them at all. But
Yeah.
I remember several of the guys, I don't even know who they really were, would come in when they turned 18 and they would have tattoos now on their bodies.
Yeah.
Remember one guy got a huge Yankee emblem on the back of his leg, and all those. When you're 15 years
Why
old,
the
you're like,
back
"Damn,
of
that's
his leg?"
That's so cool. It's probably a good way to hide it. It's on his calf.
Yeah, you only see it in your shorts when you go to the
Oh,
game.
on the back of his calf. Okay, got it.
You go to see George Steinbrenner.
He was a nice guy. I like that guy actually.
Is his name Romero? What's his name?
His name was Jim.
Romeo?
His name was. Oh, who are you talking about?
He's trying to talk about your good friend, your best friend.
Your best friend.
Ramon Narvaez.
Yeah.
I talked to him
love that.
today.
Every
How's he doing?
single time.
Got a
you
job
say,
yet, bum?
He works as a waiter.
Put any more music?
No more music.
Plug his album. His album's amazing. Elephant Walk.
Yeah, Elephant Walk by Ramon and Dylan. Very good album. It's on Spotify. It's on the iTunes, so you can.
Yeah, go to iTunes. It's on Spotify. Don't stream all your
So
music.
every time you bring Ramon up,
Mhm.
it sounds so distant and romantic.
Yeah, it's always the most romantic memories.
Not-
you've had.
What, like when he punched him? When he punched him out in the kitchen?
But it's just not because it always
He,
sounds.
he messaged me. He's like, I watched that conversation with Colin. It's like, I miss you, man.
It's so beautiful. Here's my thing: the relationship you have with Ramon is beautiful.
Like his name should have been the 4th option for tattoos on your
Oh,
back.
that'd be awesome. Yeah.
Or there you go. Option number 4, in beautifully scripted calligraphy.
Calligraphy.
Ramon. Period.
Period.
Yeah, you gotta have that.
I'm gonna see him next week when I go home. I'm gonna go
That's
to the
cool.
Jets Browns game with him.
We're talking about our best friends back home. You know, Poe, redheaded.
I know Poe. I know him.
Last night we're doing this. Well, I've dated it, but we already know that the Victoria's Secret live show, right? And one of our friends responds to a tweets at me about the show we're on, and includes Poe's Twitter handle. And I'm like, I didn't even know Poe had Twitter. And so I click on it, and sure enough, it's private. So I had to request his friendship. Today he approved it, and I went through. He's been tweeting me for 9 months, but since it was protected, I didn't know. I don't ever see it, and he never told me. So he just thought I was ignoring his tweets.
That's hilarious.
That's awesome.
Yeah, he's stupid about technology.
And speaking of best friends and tattoos, my best friend Curran Wong has a stupid name, and
Whoa, damn.
has a tattoo across his chest that says "Life is a beautiful struggle."
With?
Beautiful is spelt wrong.
Oh, he's one of
with
those
two
people?
L's.
He's one of those. He's one of those people.
Hence
How
the
does
reason.
that happen?
What is
Hence
it? What
the
is
reason
it?
why I've never gotten a tattoo.
Life is a beautiful struggle.
Is there a picture of it online?
It's gonna be too hard to find.
Okay, but how did that happen? He went there and just didn't know how to spell beautiful?
He spelt it right on the thing. The guy that made the stent or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
How did that conversation
preview
go at
one?
the end when he was like, "Oh man"?
Yeah, no.
I'm sorry
he,
to say something.
he was so embarrassed and he tried playing it off. He's like, "It's full of beautiful struggles." I'm like, no. He hates when I tell this story.
Curran.
Curran.
Where does he work? Let's embarrass the hell out of him. Don't say where he works.
That sucks.
So yeah, did he get how does that happen at the end?
Oh my god,
How did he?
Well, so he was all nervous and stuff because he was going in to get a tattoo across his chest. He was 18. Didn't know what the hell he was doing.
Why? What? And you didn't talk. See,
I wasn't-
this is where
I
you
was
gotta
busy
talk
that
to
Tim
me.
day.
had nothing to do.
I was busy that day, couldn't go, and then he went with his girlfriend at the time.
Yeah.
And she was very smart, and she was there right with him. And when they checked the thing, he was like, "Oh yeah, that's good." He's like, "Oh, you cool with this?" He's like, "I'm cool with it." And the next thing you know,
So it was right. It was wrong in the stencil though.
the stencil was
yeah.
wrong.
Okay, I'm
And-
just making
and-
sure
And
that-
he approved it, but he wasn't really looking. He was like, "Yeah, it's cool."
I obsessed over the stencils for my arm tattoos. Even though they're like little
have to.
basic words, like
It's permanent.
I brought people with me. I was like, everyone read this.
yeah, I need
You
other
know,
people.
like-
I need other eyes on this. Yeah.
Like, yeah, I don't know if I'm.
I do. So on the side, I'll do some motion graphic work every once in a while, and I'll obsess. Tim's seen it about the spacing of things. And so if there was ever anything off, like something has to be perfectly symmetrical. If it's not perfectly aligned in the center on both axes,
axes.
axes.
I don't know. The
Um,
axes of evil.
I'll freak out. I'll obsess about it. Crazy. So I
I
can
think
never.
that's a video
That's
thing.
why I can never. I can never get a tattoo. I would always obsess about
Neither
it.
of you are obsessed about the videos we put on this channel.
No.
No, we
'cause
do. Whenever I
you
see
leave
something,
exclamations off. You put
when I
words
see
too
stuff,
close
it
together.
bothers me.
Nothing bothers me about this channel.
I know.
This is my respite. This is my escape from.
As you lounge.
Look at me. This is disgusting. Tell
How
me,
much longer
Tell me in
before
the
we start
comments how much
spooning?
you love the way I look right now. I'll spoon with you right now. No further preparation.
We
Not
said
gonna spoon with you. I
Oh,
lied.
I
I
was
lied out
coming.
of
I
my
was
teeth.
coming.
I saw
see,
you.
You don't want to play
I
chicken with Greg
dared
Miller.
you, and I wussed out.
Shit, it's getting late. What we should move on. Who's next?
I think.
Well,
Tim, did you go?
We put up the WWE thing. You
Oh yeah, we
commented
forgot. Oh
on
yeah,
it.
we forgot about it. So
We didn't forget about it. This is how the show works. We jump around.
Like House of Pain.
So
I
depending
love
on,
that record. I
I'll
love
go
that record.
next.
Yeah, House of Pain record.
I'll go last. Right. This is my last one. You guys have talked about this before. I think a couple times. Colin, I think
The
you
political compass.
I think you think.
I looked it up, and it's one of those where I'll show you the pronunciation because it's even spelling it.
Sorry, I interrupted Nick, and now we're all
Right,
on
right.
thing.
I wanna
Again,
know
this
the
is how the show
pronunciation.
works. He doesn't want to be on it anymore. Good. Don't let the door hit you, or the good Lord split you.
Your doorway scares me. It's dark.
See, it's
out
got
there.
that. Now, see, hold on. Where'd it go?
The sound thing.
Yeah, it doesn't work on the iPad for some reason. You go here and you hit it. Nothing.
Oh, okay. Well, it's compass.
See, well, no. See, it's got Kempes, and then also Cam Pass.
So it's the two ones that neither of us think.
Apparently.
Campus.
We're-
If you,
we're
if you
the
know how to
dumb.
say the word compass, or compass, or
compass.
compass, or futon,
Futon.
leave the
Futon.
pronunciation of that in the comments below.
Roof. All right.
Each according
So
to
are
his
we done with
ability, each
WWE? We're
according
done
to
with
his need.
WWE?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, fine. So moving
Go
on to
for
my
it.
topic. I don't know when this is going to post. My assumption is we'll post this right before New Year's. So
That's right. We are the show.
my
before
question to you guys is, Colin, you've talked about this. I think you hate these. New Year's resolutions. What are they? Let's go on the table. Tim, let's start with you. What are you
I
going to
don't
do in
believe in it.
2014 that you didn't do in 2013?
I don't believe
Two
in
chicks,
the
same time.
resolutions.
You don't believe in the resolutions?
Mm-mm.
Why not?
I feel like
Because you think you're
just always
immediately
make
going to break them?
resolutions. No, just make them always. It shouldn't be for New Year's. I feel like it's dumb to be like, I'm doing it then.
People
do
need
it
motivation. A lot of people suck, and they need
But I mean,
motivation.
like I feel like I make motivation,
Yeah.
and I love that I say this as I drink a Coke. I made a motivation thing for the month of December not to drink
And
soda.
I quote, I'm not drinking soda all this month.
all
Nick.
this month.
And you
This-
just put down 2
here we
Mexican
go.
Cokes
Yes, yes.
That's
I've
like-
said
Good
it
for you.
ain't
Fuck it.
Yeah.
today. That's your resolution. Fuck it.
YOLO. Sorry,
been good
everyone.
until
I
now.
tried not to say it.
What?
YOLO.
YOLO.
Just said it.
Why do you care?
Because I listen to the user feedback.
3
Greg.
of your 4 Twitter followers say don't say YOLO.
I
You're
have
gonna
5
say
Twitter
listen to 'em?
followers now. Nick_Scarpino. Follow me. I'll respond to your tweets. I probably won't tweet anything now.
You won't respond to them.
Tim hates it. He's like, tweet. I don't know how to do it.
I know.
Anxiety.
Do you know how to use Instagram though?
Twitter gives me anxiety. I don't know how to. Tim, tweet at Tim Geddes. and ask him how to use Instagram. He'll tell you exactly the perfect
I have
strategy
so
to
many
get.
people asking me how to use Instagram now because of him.
Wait a minute.
Good move. Good.
Wait a minute.
You're going ahead on the spellings here, or the
No, there's
Oh, you didn't know this?
there's an ad for a TV Land show called
We have breaking news of a
Breaking
new
news.
TV Land show
called Kirsty, and the fucking chick on the left from Cheers,
Kirstie Alley.
the snotty
Perlman.
kind of like
Rhea Perlman.
Rhea Perlman.
And Michael Richards, Kramer.
He's in it too.
He's in the ad right there.
Wait, I didn't see.
That's the whole.
Oh god, that is him. It doesn't really look like him.
They have their whole promotional campaign for it is this 3 TV legends and this other guy. Like they have a Tofu Tim of their own.
Exactly.
Who's just some dude
Yeah.
who's super young.
All right,
That's awesome. That's a great idea.
Let's bring it back. Colin,
Yeah.
New Year's resolution 2014. Go.
Honestly, I've been trying. It's not even a New Year's resolution, but just more of a general kind of mantra. Is that I just want to try to be more positive and try to find a better life-work balance in my life. And this is why. Because I never felt in many years, maybe since college, more free and like carefree and just light than I did when I went hiking in Tahoe. In like deep in the woods, no one around me at all within like a couple miles. Going up a mountain, snow, bear tracks, just a backpack on your back.
How'd you know they were bear tracks? Did you bring a track book?
Because it was fucking obvious that it was a bear track. It was like
what are you gonna say to that, Greg? What do you got? Where are you gonna go with that?
there was a trail of Charmin. That's how we knew.
The wet wipes.
and I just felt like I didn't. It was the first day in forever that I just didn't think about anything because I didn't have the luxury to think about anything other than what I was doing and where I was.
Eating granola.
Yeah, I was eating granola, I was drinking just water and just fucking going and just way above my skill level and just having a good time. I had a great time that weekend, and
Love Tahoe.
yeah, like I've never been there. It's just a stunningly gorgeous place, and
Keep it blue.
I just feel like I understand that now. I used to see those stickers and be like, "What the fuck is this shit?"
Yeah.
What do these
Should
hippie
keep that blue.
gangbangers mean?
But these hippie gangbangers.
What do these hippie gangbangers mean?
Got their ethanol cars and their guns going blap blap.
Burning everything on corn sauce.
That's a contradiction. So that's what I want to try to do. Is I want to just try to find space for me to do the little things that I didn't even realize that I needed
Yeah,
in my life.
yeah.
And detach a little bit. Like I detached from the internet for a few days.
Yeah.
Sorry, I burped.
Like how it sounded like you were crying.
It sounded like he was going.
I thought you were tearing up.
It's been a few days, man. I couldn't do it.
It was just a pizza burp. And, I want to just try to, I really like reconnecting with nature and being able to do those kinds of things.
I'd like the audience to know. I'm listening to you, but Greg is slowly creeping his foot into my space.
There's no slow about it.
There's a sphere. He just slid it right
The best
in.
part is that the foot's asleep, so I can see it, but I can't feel
You
it
can't
yet.
feel it. I can feel it. It's
How's it
clammy.
feel?
It's clammy.
Clammy? I'm
a
wearing
little cold and
my
clammy.
Puma socks.
So, Colin, I mean, I appreciate that, and I think you need that. Everyone needs that.
I think I do
you're
need
you're
that.
one of the hardest working persons that I know,
I appreciate that. Thank you.
and I respect that. And I too have been struck by Tahoe, and its infinite beauty.
There's something about it.
I-
There
so-
really is
so-
something about it.
So not kidding along. My sister-in-law and brother-in-law live up there, and you can walk down from their place. You can park. We have to park first, and you can walk a little trail to the river. You can't really walk, yeah. And it's phenomenal. It's a beautiful place. If you've never been to Lake Tahoe during the summer, go. It's unbelievably amazing. Donner Lake is awesome as well.
I
All right,
went
Greg.
snowshoeing in Tahoe once.
Snowshoeing. How'd
Yep.
that go for you? It's hard as hell, isn't it?
It was fine. Yeah, it was
It's not easy.
No.
What's your New Year's resolution? 2014. New Year. 2013's in the books.
Well, we need. I don't think we're done with Colin yet. We need to point out that he is a hair trigger away from just pulling a Boy Meets World dad thing here and going to open some Tahoe store, camping store out
Colin,
there.
I will go and shop at that store.
No, you
Start one
would
of the
never
sho-
see him again.
Here's what I want you to do. I want you to start a store in Truckee. Because I frequent Truckee a lot. Do you? Yeah, I do.
What's
Where my
Truckee?
sister-in-law lives. It's just a small town up in Tahoe.
Okay.
It's a cool little place.
Wait,
Love
Tahoe's
it.
not a town itself?
Lake Tahoe is, I believe,
Gotcha.
a county.
Gotcha, I'm
And
caught up now.
there are different
There's South
cities.
Tahoe. I was at South Lake Tahoe.
South Lake, there's Kingsvale, there's a bunch of other places.
Kingsvale's a good name.
It's cool. I could have gotten that wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. Start a shop that sells nothing but T-shirts with cool bears on them.
Cool Bears.
And like one of the T-shirts, like when you're ready to stop selling the T-shirts, it should just be bear prints in the snow. And
that
the
should
back
be-
of the shirt should just say, This is what it looks like, right?
No, it should be, the front should be 2 bear tracks, and the back should just be. It's pretty obvious. I think we have
are fucking touched.
we have a new design for districtlines.com.
There it is.
GameOverGreggy.
Oh, yeah. Comment on that one below.
Can we call it the Bear Essential shirt?
Yes.
Thank you.
Oh.
You're welcome.
Is that a Jungle Book reference?
No.
Well,
yeah,
kinda,
sure.
yeah.
I'll take it.
Never seen that movie.
I said the
Man.
Bare Necessities. That was the Bare Necessities. Excuse me.
But in the utmost seriousness,
Yeah.
just found inner peace that weekend.
Good.
I really did.
Yeah.
I really, really
important.
did. Yeah. Yeah. I kind of think about it sometimes, and I'm just like, since then.
Do you go back to that? This is a serious question. When you're stressed out, do you ever think about that moment and just kind of relax a little bit?
I think about that mountain sometimes, yeah.
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 True story. Sometimes when I need,
prefacing this with a serious question. Serious. Look at all it.
we're getting zen.
I really do.
Greg,
I really
Greg, you're just all go. You're not philosophical enough.
It's true.
I look at the
But
pictures
you're
of the
not
mountains.
zen
sometimes.
away.
You're burning.
Big time.
You're the giant Roman candle. You're about to pop into the sky.
Okay. What? Is this the mountain or is this the
Yeah,
lake?
look, this,
You got a picture?
yeah.
That's stunning.
Is that nice?
Yeah,
Is that nice?
that's stunning.
Did you ever think about bringing a mason jar and filling it with the lake water? You can look at that.
So you want to know a funny story?
This is the time of the day, ladies and gentlemen, where Miller goes off the deep end.
When
He's
I-
just gonna laugh amongst himself for a while,
When I was younger, I used to go to battlefields with my mom,
like Civil War recreations.
or mostly Revolutionary War battlefields, but
Sure.
Civil War battlefields too, like Chancellorsville or whatever. And I used to buy baby food at a supermarket and dump the baby food out and wash it out. And then at every battlefield I go to, I'd collect dirt and put it in the baby jar.
That's kind
and
of
then
cool.
mark it and
That's
put
like
it in a
coin
drawer.
collecting.
Is that
right?
all-
Sort
are
of
you
like-
lying?
And you know where I got that from? If you guys can tell me the movie I got that from, I'll be very impressed. It's not a baby jar, but the guy collects dirt from every battlefield he went to.
Battlefields.
And it's during a
Son
war.
of Sam.
No, it'll come to me. I know exactly what you're talking
Summer
about.
Sam.
Nope, don't know. What
Saving
you're talking
Private
about.
Ryan.
Saving Private Ryan. There you go.
When I saw that, I was
film.
like, that's so... Like, one of the guys, like, literally has, like, metal jars full of dirt for every battlefield they were going through from Normandy all the way
Normandy all the
through
way on,
France and in the Netherlands and stuff.
That's cool. That was cool.
And so I started doing that because I thought it was kind of cool. So I have, like, dirt from Yorktown and
Are these labeled in
Gettysburg.
Sharpie?
And, yeah.
Are they at your mom's house?
They're at my dad's house.
Gotcha. Does he
Yeah.
ever get mad at you or are they just in the attic?
No, they're in my room. My old room.
Oh, okay.
And the other cool thing, just totally unrelated, but on one of those trips, my mom also facilitated me staying at the Watergate Hotel, which was like one of the
that's cool.
coolest things ever
Did
that I
you
ever did.
do-
And we stayed like in the floor below, where like I forget what room number it is, where like they stayed before they robbed it.
If I were staying in the Watergate Hotel, I would be forced to bring flashlights just to see if anyone called the police on me. Turn the lights off and just do the flashlight thing.
It's just you've been to Washington before?
Yes, when I was very young. Very young.
Have you guys been to Washington before?
I remember that
There's-
I think they have the home of the
Oh, yeah, you lived
world's.
there.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but is Washington the home of one of the world's longest escalators?
What the
I don't know.
flying fuck?
Google
wouldn't know
that.
that.
Everyone Google that.
Okay.
You don't have to continue your statement. I'll Google it on my phone.
Well, what I was gonna say
I'm not gonna do
was that there's something really weird about Washington D.C. Like a
power.
weird vibe.
Power.
It is, but
Turns
it's
you on.
mystery too. It's mystery.
Sure.
It's dead drops
Enchantment.
Yeah.
and it's
cage.
it's just like all sorts of it's
CIA.
intrigue and
FBI.
mystery and
Woodward
it's-
Bernstein.
yeah, yes,
Yeah,
yes.
it's cool.
It's cool. That's why I like House of Cards a lot
Oh yeah.
because House of Cards captures the essence of what I think
Did you
Washington's
see-
seedy underbelly is all about.
Did you see the? It's not called Deep.
You
Throat.
you were giving the the underbelly there quite the
and I was,
tickle.
and I, by the way,
Mine and the
I was
stepchildren.
I was playing with the balls like those Chinese balls that you spin around, but
Benoit
you, but you don't ever want them to make any noise.
Yeah. It's
I do that with my own testicles sometimes. See what I can do.
relaxation method
Yeah, it is. My dad does it. My dad does it actually.
with your balls.
No, with the real silver balls. I do it with my balls to relax.
Caught up.
It's made me laugh.
What, Nick?
Oh yeah. Oh,
Nothing.
so Greg,
good.
what is your? Did we do yours?
No. I've been kicking around the idea of platinum in Persona 4 Golden there on the PlayStation Vita. I don't know if I really want to commit to it though. It's a long time. But see, the problem is and they need to slow down the games I want to play on Vita, and there's a lot of stuff I want to play. So that's what gets in the way. Because if I just chipped away at it every day, it'd be no problem. But there's other things to play on the Vita. I'm kind of with Tim where I don't do the New Year's resolution.
If I want to change something, I'm going to change it.
Good man.
Like when I said I want to eat more pizza, I just ate more pizza.
Did it. Yeah.
Just did it.
Greg, that's one of the things I do admire about you, is that you don't spend more time than you have to thinking about something before you act. You're a man of action.
Whatever. I'll jump in and figure it out.
You're a man of action.
Yeah.
To liken it to one of your favorite movies,
Ghostbusters.
you are the Venkman. You just kind of do.
Okay.
Or would you
I
rather
can
be
live with
the
that.
Egon?
No, Egon.
What about the stance? Which one was Dan Aykroyd?
Dan Aykroyd's stance, and it's in. I don't understand how you don't know that. You are like Mr. Movie.
Sometimes I like to ask you questions. I know the answer to.
You better. You better know the answer.
I think there's something noble about a New Year's resolution, though.
Yeah.
I think it's nice.
It's
I think it's nice to
something
contemplate it.
But what about when you fail, as you inevitably do?
No, because by the end of the year, you don't even fucking care anymore. You know, that's the whole thing. Is like you get guilt tripped about it. It's a whole. It's a whole 12-step thing.
That's why you don't make a big deal about it. It's because you don't want people guilt.
Oh, I never make a big deal out of my New Year's resolutions. I really do try to make decisions in my life that are permanent, that will better me.
Right.
You know?
Sure.
I've become, I think, better in many ways as I've gotten older.
Sexier.
You're beautiful, man.
Fatter.
Sure.
Your head's gotten tanner,
My head's
You do have a
huge.
good tan to the
more
head.
tan.
I have a very Italian hue to me. That's true.
The olive skin, they call it.
Yes, this is true.
You have good skin.
This is true.
Like
I
Jasmine.
have great skin, except for I had skin cancer, but other than that, it was good.
What did you have? Skin cancer?
I had skin cancer on my nose.
Really?
That's why they call him Two-Face at the office.
I have a scar on my nose. Can you see it?
No, that's a cool scar. I never noticed that before. I have a scar on my forehead. I fell in the corner of a Chuck E. Cheese machine when I was a kid. Someone tripped me.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
That must have been.
I used
that
to-
thing must have been
fucked up.
That
I
thing
used
must
to
have been
fall.
torn open.
I used to fall all. Look at the scar.
I know. I've seen it
It's huge.
before. I've just never talked to you about
When
it.
I was a kid, I used to run around a lot. I used to just fall around a lot because you're a kid, you're immortal, whatever. So I have scars all over my head, back of the head, underneath the chin, just crack over it. While I was running to get coins at the Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah.
If you're not familiar with Chuck E. Cheese, look it up. It's amazing. And I was ahead of this kid.
Wow,
'cause
real helpful description from Nick Scarpino.
Chuck E. Cheese. Okay, not sure if it's hyphenated or not. I haven't thought
Do you
about
remember what
it
his middle name was?
Edward.
It's something
Esquire?
stupid. It's something stupid. I'll look it up.
I
I think it might be entertainment.
Yeah, maybe it is.
Oh, I hope
Fuck, if it's
so.
entertainment, I'm not.
Tim's middle
never
name is
doing the show.
Entertainment,
Yeah, it
actually.
is.
Tim Entertainment Geddes. Google him at Tim Geddes and ask him how to use Instagram. He'll tell you. He knows how to use it the best.
But so you're running after? Trying
Yeah,
to
I was
get some
running. You
coins.
know, back in the day, if you had a party, they'd give you like a few coins for free.
What were
so
you getting the coins for?
I was gonna play video games.
What
What do you mean,
what
what
were
was
you
he
gonna
getting
play?
the
No,
tokens
what
for?
were you gonna play?
I was probably.
it
I
the
don't know. I
Jurassic
have
Park
no
game?
idea. No, that was before my. That was. This is
God.
like we're
were
talking like.
Were you whacking a mole?
This is 80s. No, so I used to go to the Chuck E. Cheese when they used to have a little rat hole, like a mouse hole. You could go in the back room, and they discontinued it. They had to board it up because kids would go back there, and parents wouldn't know where the hell they were, and they couldn't get in. It was like the worst design thing on the planet. And so I used to like chill in the rat hole. And they also, this is what the animatronic, it was behind the animatronic thing, so kids would like pop up behind the thing. How the hell did they get back there? Chuck E. Cheese really was for children. It was
Somebody
beautiful.
gotta stop them kids. Nolan Bushnell founded Chuck E. Cheese. I didn't know that.
It's a true story.
Oh, I didn't either.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Nolan Bushnell, the Pong guy? Not Pong. Atari?
Atari, yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, no, I was running. We would go to get my free quarters. I was ahead of a kid because that was back when I was skinny. So I could run like a rabbit. And some kid tripped me, and I fell in the corner of a Pac-Man machine. And it was fine. It just cut my head open, and I bled a lot. But I was so used to having head injuries that it was no big thing. I was like, I didn't, at one point, literally, my mom jokes that I used to go to the hospital so much for falling down. I used to like jump off roofs and stuff.
Yeah.
Thought it was cool. I'm like, I'll jump off this roof and see what happens. Flash forward 30
Entertainment.
30 years.
Chuck
and I have-
Entertainment Cheese.
You were right.
Chucky Entertainment
So
Cheese.
good.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Nolan Bushnell.
Nolan Bushnell, innovator. So
He
that's
is,
that
he
story.
is
That's how I got the
awesome.
scar.
My friend
The
has
kid
a
felt
scar
bad.
right on their arm right here. Just a little line.
Yeah.
She was putting one of those pizzas in the
Yeah.
oven.
The
Yeah.
dreaded
She got
oven
the
scar.
So it was just a line.
I call that the hot
And then her
pocket
friend asked her,
conundrum.
"How'd you get your scar?" So she was explaining the story to them while making another pizza.
Oh, God.
Same thing happened.
got another
She's like,
scar?
I just went like this, and then bam, she has 2 lines now.
You
amazing.
have Tim. I'll go out on a
So
limb.
cast the characters.
You have some
Yeah.
of the most interesting friends I've ever known.
They're fun.
Because you have.
We haven't even talked about Alfredo yet.
Alfredo is your friend,
Oh yeah,
and he
Oh,
is
yeah.
a subject for.
many discussions.
You know what? I'm calling the audible right now. Tune into the next episode. Alfredo Diaz is going to be my topic of conversation.
Oh God.
That's what's gonna happen.
Cool.
We're just gonna talk about him. Not
Google at Alfredo
Google
IGN. What's
tweet
his handle anyway?
Alfredo
tweet
IGN.
at Google IGN.
Because there's
Alfredo.
no way we can get any variation of Alfredo Diaz underscore or not.
No,
There's a
oh
lot
God,
of them.
no. What is his? What is his Twitter?
Alfredo IGN.
Okay, that's fine. That's cool. Hopefully, he works for IGN for the rest of his life.
You can change it
Otherwise,
to
that's just dumb
Yeah.
Twitter.
It's not like a PlayStation Network name.
Yeah.
I know.
You're locked into those.
I got my name for the rest of my life.
What you got? What is yours?
Moriarty-IGN.
No taxation.
No.
That's what you.
I'm not. Even if I weren't to work at IGN anymore, I wouldn't regret having that name. It's a time and place in my life.
So when I-
As long as no one would be offended, I would like to keep it. You know.
When I started at IGN, I didn't know anything. I mean, about anything really. And I was.
What does that mean? You can't. What does that even mean?
Well, I just like
you
what
came
should
in
I-
like a comatose. You
No,
Like
I
a
mean,
baby,
I'm
like a baby chick.
I'm a firm believer that if you can get your name, you get your name.
Yeah.
On the online, if you can, because I think I don't like ambiguity. I don't like ambiguity.
That's good. No, you nailed it. That's good. Good word.
Yeah, I like people to know who I am. If I'm talking about something, that's why I'm always so hesitant to kind of go out on a limb without really considering those questions you're talking about. But I like to have an opinion. I like
Like to
people
each
know
according to his ability, each according to his need.
You're just gonna keep going on that one.
I've never heard this eye for an eye, teeth for a teeth.
Really?
I know
Tooth
about
for a
eyes.
Tooth for tooth.
These
Yeah.
teeth.
They just shorten it.
Hammurabi's code.
You've heard eye for an eye.
Yeah, I heard eye for eye.
Sure.
But
But they just shorten
tooth-
it. That's all it is. They
teeth?
just shorten it.
Oh, so
That's
there
actually
was more.
that's actually a shortening of the full phrase, which is
There we go.
eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth, sandwich for a sandwich,
Nick Scarpino,
roof for a
everybody.
roof, futon
Find
for
more
a
of his
futon,
jokes
you
every
never-
week.
you really
futon
never
for
heard
a
of that?
futon.
Yeah, not the tooth.
Hammurabi's
He's heard of the
I heard the
effort.
eye for an eye.
It
Yeah.
leaves
But
the
I didn't
whole
know
world
teeth.
blind.
old
You might have heard of it.
Mesopotamian law. I like it. Eye for an eye.
No,
Hand
you already
for
heard.
hand.
Hopefully, well, I don't know if it has, but hopefully the conversation with Colin about death penalties run, where I was just like, shoot everybody. You break the
Shoot
law,
everybody.
dead.
That's when you did
Bang,
this thing.
bang,
Yeah.
Bang, bang,
with
we're
my
all
eyes
beat,
all
bang.
That's a
wide.
very authoritarian thing
Bang,
to say.
bang.
Greg just likes to again going back to Greg's better parts. He just likes to make the decision, pull the trigger, and walk away.
You get
Can't do
3
that.
shots.
Greg's life,
do
Greg's
that
entire
quality.
life can be summed up by pull the trigger until you hear the click, and then just drop the gun and walk away. That's Greg Bowen.
YOLO.
Shell right there.
YOLO.
We got a
Wow.
YOLO out of Colin tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh my God, there it is. Colin, thank you for the yellow.
Hashtag YOLO.
Yes.
Nick Scarpino, what's your New Year's resolution?
I don't. Again, I'm not a huge fan of resolutions, which is awesome because it's my topic for tonight. But I am gonna go on a limb. I'm gonna try to do this show every week next year. At least have one episode of the show.
We don't miss a week.
We don't miss a week.
Okay. We didn't miss a week since we started this year.
No, we haven't.
So there you go. You already have the groundwork laid for success.
I'm going. I love doing this show. I love this channel.
All we
I love
need now
being
is a
part of
kitchen
this.
table.
I mean, some small things.
That
in
is
life.
a lofty goal.
for 52
I'm
episodes.
down. We should try. That sounds great. I have never heard a single podcast or a single anything.
How long have you guys been doing Beyond?
Podcast Beyond.
Really?
Beyond every week?
Yeah.
Once a week.
Awesome.
We've,
Now, do you
don't
guys
get me wrong.
record a
We
couple of them and
this
then
year
push them
we've
up?
missed episodes, but last year we didn't.
Yeah,
Last year we recorded on Thanksgiving.
I would
together.
say in the last 5 years we've missed no more than 6 or 7 episodes. Will be on.
That's
That
impressive.
is very impressive.
In fact, we would sometimes record 2 in a week. So I think actually, if you were to count like when we would do E3 and then post E3, or when we did like the PSN comeback or whatever, we actually never technically missed a week.
Man,
Tim, what do you think? You think we can do it?
I mean,
The resolution is the best,
yeah.
best intentions, right? Maybe we'll miss a couple weeks here
I
and
think
there.
we could.
With that attitude, you're gonna miss weeks.
I don't.
Here's
If you
what
say
I will,
that you won't miss
Here's
it,
what
you
I will
won't miss it.
guarantee. I will guarantee it.
I know we're gonna
guarantee
miss
it.
weeks because I'm out of town for a week.
Well,
December.
we're
you can double up. We do.
we're
two in a
three
night.
we're 3 episodes ahead.
We
Like,
are 3 episodes
here's a
ahead.
secret for everyone. We recorded this before.
You're ruining the
several,
mystique.
several weeks before you.
They're gonna put it
Mistake.
together when I now have to bump up the kitchen table goodbye episode because my calculation was wrong. So you're gonna get a goodbye episode of the kitchen table, this episode of Game Over Greggy, and then a whole bunch of conversations and Greg ways with the kitchen table.
Damn it.
But I don't think. Well, I
Whatever,
don't.
who
I
cares?
think. I think your
don't.
resolution is fine because I think we have a little padding, you know, where
I think we can easily
we
do
started recording for several weeks before we even posted any of it.
Sure.
And we're gonna have to post one of those during Christmas because we're not gonna be here. But I think we only miss 1 week during Christmas.
Yeah.
So
I just noticed.
we're right as rain.
Are you wearing your headphones right? Is it supposed to go
Yes.
over
Yeah.
your
I
headphones?
Yeah,
see
it
the
does.
R. I
It
see the
does.
R over
Oh,
here.
man,
He's on the
that's
right side.
upsetting.
These headphones are amazing.
Those
Tim.
aren't even.
They're
Those
gonna
are like
change
late
your world.
80s. They're not
Guess
even
how much
90s.
these headphones cost?
Didn't we
Before
talk about
before
this?
I paid
40?
$9.99.
before I paid the express shipping to get them here the next day, so I could go
You
to
didn't
the
have
gym.
Prime?
No, I don't have Prime.
Oh,
Guess how
man.
much
What's
they
your
cost?
problem, man?
They're
That's a topic for another
$15.
day.
$15 for these headphones. I paid $45 to get them here the next day. I'm
Man,
made of
Worth
money.
it.
upsets me.
Nailed it.
I'm
Nailed
made
it.
of money.
Perfect.
I'm gonna have the ceiling carpeted because I'm made of money.
That'd be awesome to have a ceiling carpet. That's a
Why
Why would that?
great
Why
idea.
would you want the ceiling
That's a
carpeted?
great idea.
Why would you want
Insulates.
it?
It's an
I'm
insulator.
doing it. I'm stealing it. I'm pretending it was my idea.
Shag it out.
Okay, I don't-
Put it. Shag it out and then
Colin,
put a big
why do you
mirror so
want
I can
that?
look at myself when we're
It would
podcasting.
make
It's a
the
fantastic
audio
idea.
would be better in here.
Tim, they used to
fantastic.
actually have carpeted ceilings back in the 70s. They'd do that. It was a thing. If you go to the Standard, true story. If you go to the Standard, I think in
I
LA,
like how I look to Greg for the face of is he.
And sometimes I just give you I got nothing.
Yeah,
got
exactly.
nothing.
That's what I
Tofu
just
Tim.
got. Like
Some
Greg's
places-
not even sure.
Ride
places
the
used-
wave on this one. See where
they
we
used
end
to
up.
do shag carpeting like the 70s. It was kind of a thing. I think, if I'm not mistaken, the Standard in downtown LA, if we go there for next E3, we'll stop by the Standard. In one of their little lounge areas, they'll have the carpet. And then they also have the mirrors on the ceiling, too, which is
seems like a pain in the ass
What
'cause
it
you'd
is,
have
what,
to-
like Mario Galaxy. You just go on like roof and stuff. Roof.
No, I think the concept is that you can see yourself no matter where you are doing whatever you're thinking about doing with
That
mirrors on
doesn't
the
make
ceiling.
any sense.
What?
Carpeted ceilings. It's the coolest thing on the planet.
No, because then you
So
have to
you don't-
vacuum the ceiling.
You
You're
can
not going
see
to vacuum
yourself?
it. Dust falls downward.
Wouldn't that be mirrors?
Colin,
Gravity.
Is that true there?
What?
You don't have to vacuum carpeted ceilings.
You don't have to vacuum them.
Bullshit.
You beat them out with a broom,
You're going to be,
and then you vacuum the real floor carpet.
Sounds like a lot of work.
You can just,
I don't know. I never even thought about it before. I don't really give a fuck, to be honest, about this particular issue. But it sounds like a good idea.
you don't have an opinion on shag carpet, on shag
Wait, what's a
carpet
good idea about it?
I don't know. It's just a nice idea. Every once in a, it's not even my idea too. It's Nick's idea. But every once in a while, you have to take an idea and pretend it's your own. I'll give you an example.
Take
Okay.
it. Take it.
I have my friend Dave. My good friend Dave. I went to Northeastern with. He's a Marine.
Yeah.
He really likes my join or die tattoo with
Sure.
the snake. So he just put it on his chest.
Sure. That's awesome.
But he asked permission first.
That's a nice guy. Now, does he tell people that it's his idea?
I don't know.
I
He's
bet he
over
does.
there. You know, he's over there fighting, and I don't know. I think he's back now.
I would tell people.
I
it's my
think.
idea.
I don't know what he's doing right now. I haven't talked to
Sometimes,
him.
true
Two
story.
chicks, same
Oh,
time.
God.
Sometimes I will repeat
What?
things that Tim Geddes has said to me,
I knew this was happening.
and I will just pretend blatantly like it's an original thought that came out of my brain, and he will literally quote within a 5-minute, differential, the time that he told me that same thing, and I will I will disavow it. I will disregard it. I'll deny it.
Doesn't sound like any way to live.
It's the best way to live because I'm always right.
No.
Because I never stop to think if I'm wrong or not.
Colin, do you remember the time?
What?
I think it was before one of our filming sessions of a conversation with Colin with these chuckleheads here. We went to Underdogs, and there was a guy next to you who had the same tattoo.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
That was weird.
Maybe he saw your tattoo, and he was like, "I gotta get that."
Oh, I'm a firm believer that I did it first. There's no doubt.
You think
about
you're
it.
the first
I'm
person
an
to do it.
originator. I'm an originator, and I'm gonna tell you what else. I make American history fucking cool,
Oh my god.
and I make it hit. And then the
You're-
kids want to get the tattoos.
You are the
I love
vanilla
everything about this
ice
so much.
of American history.
I'm like,
I'm gonna start calling you American history XXX.
I'm the Elvis Presley of American history. The
You
originator
are you're
of
like
cool.
the Beatles of American history.
That's
Triple
that's
X.
giving me too much credit.
Beatles of the bomb.
Elvis wasn't really that talented.
If you can, I'll make you a bet right now. If you can, if in 10 years from now,
Yeah.
if kids are rapping about American history, I will give you credit for that.
Okay.
What
You
about
have to
epic
work
rap battles of history? That's
I'm
happening
not
right now.
what that was my idea. I came up with that idea first. Then I told Tim, and then he told the epic rap battle guys, and now they're doing it. And
Tofu
whatever.
Tim.
Give him credit to his face, but
Epic rap battles is awesome.
They do. They always say it to my. They always say to my face, "Hey Nick, thanks for," because I was the first person to do that. I was like, "Epic rap battles."
Yeah?
Yeah. and
You've
they're
never
like,
watched
"Dude,
an
that's
episode
so
of
I
Epic
know,
Rap
right?
Battles.
That is not true at all. I've watched a lot of the episodes actually.
Okay, give me some of the pair-ups you've seen.
Oh God.
What was
There's
the
just
one
so
you
many
just
good ones.
I
watched,
just
Nick?
watched one. Tim,
Yeah.
you saw me watch one earlier. Which one was it? You're not
This
gonna
is
give me
on
this
you.
one.
Hulk Hogan versus Kim Jong Il is still one of my favorites.
Yeah, I'm blanking. I've watched multiple ones. Epic
Watched
rap battles.
Jordan versus.
That was the Key and Peele episode. Yes, I watched the Key and Peele. The
I like
Key
Key
one.
and Peele.
Yeah.
Which you didn't even know. You're
Show's
like,
a
that's
little
not them, and I'm
Nah,
like, it
show's
is
good.
them.
I
You were like,
didn't
who
know
are
it was
Key and Peele?
them. I didn't say it wasn't them. I
You were
said,
like
I don't
this.
know it was them.
Who are
I
those
don't know.
people?
I know who they
And
are.
I was like, oh, damn.
I don't know TV.
You don't know
shows.
Key and Peele?
They're not
He's
TV
not old
people.
enough to know them.
They're kind of YouTube people.
Or why they're important.
They're
They're not-
internet people.
I mean, yeah.
Did Nick give us his resolution? Did we ever get
I did. I want to do this show 52 weeks in a row.
Oh, right, okay.
I might do 54 weeks. I might do
Okay.
2.
You wanna
in
double
week
up one
for no
week?
reason.
You're gonna
It's
slow
so
the Earth's
easy. It takes-
revolution
it takes-
around the rotation around the.
I'm gonna Superman the shit out of that. I'm gonna go back in time and do one.
Oh, Superman! I like talking about Superman.
I love Superman.
Nope. No, you don't.
The man.
Superman's
In theory,
origin stories are
you know.
fascinating.
The mythos that is Superman, but not the actual minutia.
mythos.
You know.
It's like the Meverse.
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure.
All right.
Do we hit? Are we at an hour and a half? We want to make sure we're delivering the right products. Really?
Look at my timer. Yeah.
That
It's
doesn't sound
9:30 right now.
Yeah. You're telling me we started at 8?
I mean, we can keep going.
No, I just want to make sure. Well, we hit all the topics. Oh, look at
Hour
that! Right on the
127.
money. Whew, doctor.
Doctor.
If we would have just done the other 7 pages of Colin's quiz.
We can still do it. You want
We
to go
have-
back and do it?
45.
No, you guys made fun of it. You don't like things
I
like that.
didn't make fun of it.
You don't like good thing. I'm gonna come.
No one made
I'm gonna
fun
come.
of
I'm gonna come. Be like, hey man, what you like? 2-ply toilet paper or 1-ply toilet paper?
it.
Definitely.
Real quick,
One
I want. It's not
I
like
go
it's
one
not like we have
ply
to even hypothesize on this. We were like, oh man, how many questions is it? And you turned and threw the stone right through the glass house. What's better than the bidet? It's like, well, you want to start shit? I'll fucking go nuclear.
just for conversation's sake, though, I go 1-ply 100% because I live in
What?
San Francisco and the flushing here is not fantastic unless you're
That's
at a
your point.
Starbucks.
That's a good point. That's a good
Starbucks
point.
has the most amazing.
See, I
flush
just
on the planet.
use less 2-ply.
They use 2-ply.
Like I don't use as I don't wrap.
I
around
like
my
to do
hands
the
many
whole.
times.
I get a wad, like a bowling ball size wad.
Really?
I don't want any of it to touch anything that doesn't need supposed to touch.
Do you know what I do?
I'd cover my entire body in it if I could.
You know what I do?
Bidets.
Bidets
do you
would
do?
solve
I'm
all
gonna,
of this.
tell you
Heads
the.
up.
I'm gonna tell you a technique.
Here we go.
Oh, God.
Oh, man.
Give me the technique.
You pull a good amount out.
What's a good amount? How many cubes?
How many squares?
How many squares?
8. Let's say
8
8
squares.
That's not a good amount.
8 2-ply. 8 nice
Okay.
thick.
Okay. So
Okay.
4
You
pieces.
fold it. You fold it in half.
Sure.
You wipe, and then if it's not really well used, you
fold it in half
fold it again, and then
Yeah.
you wipe,
Yeah.
and you look at it, and then you drop it in the toilet.
Now let me ask you guys a question. This came up in a topic of
that's
conversation. I'm not
Yeah.
going to say who with the other day. This is an interesting question. When you're done going number 2 to the bathroom, do you look at it? Do you look at your?
Oh yeah, every
course.
time.
That's 100%.
Every time.
Every human
100%
being in the
of
world
time.
does that, even bears.
I don't think women.
It's pretty
do that.
obvious.
I don't think women do that. I think women just flush and never think about it
They
again.
don't do it.
Sometimes I get disappointed if there's too much toilet paper and I can't see it. You want to know?
Wait, you don't look before you wipe?
You want to know a fucked
I
up?
like
I'm going
this.
to tell you a fucked up story.
I like to see the
Do you-
swan in its natural environment. Right on the leg.
don't like my topic, so I'll just talk about it. And then he gets all animated about the joke topic he brought up.
Well, this is a story about me and Ramon.
Oh, finally.
Oh,
Good.
I love
Finally.
that.
Oh, Ramon.
Every episode
And our
of the
friend-
Game Over Greggy
One
show should
time
end with a Ramon story.
And our-
Ramon and I
in
were
a segment we
Paris.
call
And
Ramon's
our-
Wrap Up.
Paris,
And
France.
our good friend Chris, who we're also going to the
We
Jets game with.
don't care about him.
We lived with him. When we were freshmen, we all met. We lived in a freshman dorm, so everyone shared like the same bathroom. We all had our rooms, right?
Sure.
And one night we got home, we were really drunk, and I had to take a shit, and Ramon had to take a shit, so we were shitting next to each other, like
The
in
wall,
the,
there was a
the
wall.
wall,
Yeah,
right?
This is the dorm.
Stalls,
And we
yeah,
both
stalls.
got up. We both got up and started wiping. Got up
Oh, God.
and started
I don't like
wiping.
where this is going.
And my friend Chris walks into the bathroom and he
You get
goes,
out of the seat, out of the saddle.
"This is the story."
Start. Okay.
So my friend Chris comes in and he's like, "You guys stand up when you wipe?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And he's like, "That's fucking weird." That's weird. And at 18 years old, like you learn many things when you go to college
Yeah.
about yourself.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that you weren't supposed to stand up when you wiped your ass. And to this day, I still stand up and wipe my ass to this day.
Me too.
And I'm,
Me too.
And I'm embarrassed about it. So when other people
Don't be embarrassed
when,
about
when
it.
other people
The
were in the
majority
bathroom,
of this podcast
when other
does
people
it.
were in the
How's it
bathroom-
feel, fucking sitter? Huh?
when other people
You're-
in the
you're a
bathroom,
little
I
girl,
duck
huh?
down
You little
so
sitter.
no one
I
sees
don't
me.
like what
So no one
you're-
sees me.
Come
You
on.
gotta think about
You
those
got the
things.
strength of 10 bears.
See, I
Even-
use a
even,
lot of
even
toilets.
the ghost
So I'm
bears you
embarrassed
talked
about
about.
that because I don't want people knowing. So I pull a lot out at once, and I make my little things after.
Damn, that's a fucking process. See, everyone has a process. Everyone has a tradition.
You know what's funny is
Everyone has a tradition.
at what point as a child are you supposed to learn these things? Does anyone ever teach you
Well, that's
the
what
things to
potty
do?
training is.
No, but potty
There's a
training
whole-
it's like training a dog. You can't really pinpoint exactly what you're supposed to. You're just happy when the kid goes in the bathroom, right?
Yeah.
You're not really like when Portillo goes outside, you're just happy he goes outside, not inside. But like no one ever actually stops to teach you what like the do's and don'ts are.
How to
like,
use the
what's the
bidet.
most efficient way to go about your business in the bathroom?
Well, it's that you develop a cadence very early. It's like when you're in your
But
shower.
how do you know, like, you're
for
not doing the
years,
wrong
right?
thing?
You use the same tradition in the shower, right? The
VO5?
same VO5
VO5 the hell out of
masturbating
that.
with the VO5 right on the pee hole
Just eagle the hell
for
out of
20
that.
years. This has been going on.
Bald eagle it.
But no, seriously, like I have a very specific thing I do in the shower. Like I've been doing it for years.
I'm never showering near you.
I want to hear the shower regimen.
Continue
You wanna hear my
that.
shower
Yeah,
regimen?
I want to hear it.
I get in. I brush my teeth in the shower.
Really?
Yeah,
Me too.
That's just a time saving.
yeah. I like it.
My wife does that.
I get
sometimes.
warm and comfortable.
Yeah.
What do you do when you're done with the toothbrush?
I put it on
the
top of the
little
thing.
Yeah.
Like on top
Pee
of
hole.
I stick it in my pee hole and it just sticks out for a little while.
God damn, man.
Then
Do you have one of those toothbrushes with like the harsh bumps? Because that would be uncomfortable.
No,
in the little pee
no,
hole.
no.
Okay.
It's nice and smooth.
It's just like a big.
I use sandpaper and kind of smooth down a
It's
little
like
bit.
a urethral sound.
And then I have a loofah, and I use bar soap. I insist on using bar soap. I only use traditional standard
Zest.
Irish
Beaver
Spring.
2000.
Irish
Ah.
Spring.
Irish
Okay,
Spring
okay.
only.
Remember those great commercials in the 80s
Yeah.
for Irish Spring?
Yeah.
Loved those.
I like the real
did too.
spring.
Yeah. Oh yeah. They were there.
And then I lather up and I wash my body, and then I wipe that off. I wash my hair, and then I wash that off, and then I wash my ears and my face.
Wash your ears.
Yeah, like behind my ears and my earrings.
Oh, earrings make sense.
Yeah.
And
Oh
then-
yeah. You got to get the schmegma out of
Yeah,
there.
and then that's it.
Tim, you can laugh and acknowledge when I say stupid things. It's okay.
I just like it.
Fair enough. That's an interesting regiment, Colin.
It's very standard, I think, to me.
Greg,
Yeah,
do you wash your entire body when you shower, or
Yes.
is there just parts of it that you wash?
a whole body.
Whole body.
Get in there, shampoo. If it's a Tuesday or
Down to the
Thursday,
feet. Do you do the
thanks to
feet?
Fran.
Yes.
I mean, like the bottoms of the feet, or just like down,
I mean, like,
down
how
the
far
top
do
of the
you go?
foot. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not like making notes here, but yeah, I mean, that's
You
happening.
generally get a full you're shooting for like 95% completion.
Sure.
When do you massage your balls and your grundle
I
with
mean,
the VO5?
all the time. I don't use
What the
VO5.
hell is a grundle?
Please explain.
Colin,
The grundle is the taint. The space between the balls and the asshole.
No,
The
it's
space
the
between
gooch.
spaces.
that is a gooch. You're talking about the same thing.
It's a grundle.
The taint, the
Is
grundle, the gooch.
grundle the
This is like
scientific
popping
thing?
soda. It's the same.
No,
No, grundle
There's
is
no
definitely
scientific-
not a scientific.
There's no.
I thought it was the
I'm
gooch.
pretty sure that when they went to name that part of the body, they couldn't stop laughing.
Yeah, it's
So
true.
they just left
So
it
they
out of
went
the medical
grundle,
book.
gooch, and taint?
Yeah.
Gooch, I've heard. Taint, I've heard. Grundle, that's a new one that
I've
I'm going
heard
to
grundle.
incorporate into the old lexicon.
Yeah, that's what we call it on Long Island.
Yeah. That's an
The
old.
grundle.
That's the pride of Long Island right there.
Do you ever give people the grundle? Is that a thing?
Did you ever give them
Giving
the
people
grundle?
like what I put
Give
in
them the grundle, Moriarty.
No, I never heard that.
I
Are
can
we
tell you
being
what-
literal?
I'll tell you
Give
right
him
now
the
about 11:30 every night from now on, he's gonna hear it through the wall. Go on, grundle. Leave me alone. I'm trying to sleep. Watching this documentary about space.
There you go,
geez.
folks. Go out there and give someone the grundle. There it is. Tim,
That's another shirt.
Man, that
There
is
it
a
is.
shirt.
give
Yeah,
him the
Tim,
grundle.
Tim is young and in his
How do you
prime.
spell
He should be-
grundle?
Grundle. By the way, before we go, speaking of documentaries,
Sure.
totally not
Greg Way.
sequitur. You got to watch that documentary, Somm.
Spell it.
SOMM.
Oh.
It's about about the master sommelier test. There's only 170 in the world. It's fucking awesome.
Sommelier being wine.
Yeah,
Wine
sommelier,
class.
wine,
The
wine expert.
Person that
But these are
prefers wine in a
master
restaurant.
sommeliers, like the best of the best of the best. And the test they take is insane, and it's all about the test they take.
That's crazy.
It's fucking awesome.
Does
I'll
one of
watch
them
it.
work
Is
for
it on Netflix?
Walmart?
Yeah, it's on Netflix.
Oh, watch it. I love documentaries.
Me too.
Or Sam's Club?
I love free documentaries
Huh?
also.
You watch that CNBC thing about Walmart and Sam's Club
Yeah,
or whatever.
that's an old one, right? An
Yeah,
older one. Yeah,
but they have some.
the age of Walmart.
Did you
yeah,
guys,
but they have some super fancy wine person there. But this isn't one of them, right?
No, maybe she is one.
Okay.
Have you guys? Last topic. Have you guys seen Blackfish?
Blackfish.
I
No.
believe it's called Blackfish. It's a documentary about SeaWorld.
No. Is
Sounds
it on
good.
Netflix?
It might not be on Netflix yet.
Oh,
It
dear.
is horrifying.
Really?
How poorly they treat these
These
whales.
fish?
You understand these things would kill us if we give them the chance.
That's part of the thing they get into, where they're like, these are killers. These things are like
I
not supposed to be in
it's a joke.
captivity.
Man, it's a joke. Man, it's a
Oh,
joke.
it's horrifying.
I
Sorry,
meant-
not to end on a somber note, but
No,
it's
fine.
it's
Let's
sad.
give him 3 chances.
Next
I got drunk
time.
once and watched The Cove, and I was like, this ain't that bad.
Hayden Panettiere is in that. And guess what?
It's about dolphins.
Yeah. It was bad, though.
There's a part where she cries.
Yeah? Why is she
And
in it? What's she doing? What's Hayden
She's
doing?
an activist for dolphin.
How she
rights.
look?
She looked good.
Good,
She always
good,
looks
good,
good.
good,
She's
good.
always got that beautiful tan, perfect skin.
Yeah.
Nashville.
Tell me more.
Nashville.
It's on Tuesdays at
ABC's.
7 o'clock. Right, Greg?
No.
I've seen
It's
90%
on
of the
Thursdays
episodes.
at 10
You have
o'clock in
not
the evening.
seen remotely close to 90% of the episodes of Nashville.
I've seen about 90%.
No.
You have it, because if you did, you wouldn't even. You'd
Give
be
me
so
the
hooked.
synopsis
Greg, side note.
of
What,
Gunner's career then.
Greg, how do you feel about Gunner hooking up with the friend?
Love it.
Really?
Yeah.
The replacement for the girl that went to the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yes.
Yeah, the replacement for that girl. You like that?
looks just like her.
No.
You're a fan of that?
Yeah.
She looks nothing like her.
Yeah, she does.
She looks nothing like
Yeah,
her.
she does. She
They
just
are
look-
different ethnicities.
No, I'm saying, but ethnicity aside, I feel like they look very similar to each
They
other.
have a similar vibe. Where they're
Super hot
like,
girl,
they're,
yeah.
they're the same
Yeah,
character
it's a
for
good
all
vibe.
intents and purposes.
No, they aren't at all. One worked for the record company, and one is
A bar-
A garbage man.
She works at the Blue Lagoon.
She's the
What's it
garbage man.
called?
Well, I'll tell you all
Blue
about. I'll tell you all
Cafe.
about. Well, I'll tell you
listening,
about.
Greg.
Bird Cafe.
Bluebird,
I'll tell you all
thank
about Gunner another time.
I'm going to pee.
Thank you.
Well, just wrap it
Bye,
up.
Tim.
Hold on. Sit.
Nice
over.
guy.
He's- he
Bye,
walks
Tim.
away.
Everyone say bye to Tim Geddes.
The fact that he's getting up and moving that quickly means he
has to go. I gotta go too.
I feel like you might have to take a shit.
I gotta go too. I've been wiggling my toes for like the last half hour because I have to go.
All right, let's wrap it up.
All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us for this episode of the Game Over Greggy Show. Remember that every Monday we post this show for free, but if you want it a little bit advanced in a high-quality MP3, the Friday before that Monday we post it on Bandcamp for $1. You go to gameovergreggy.bandcamp.com. Dadcam.
Detcom.
I got that. It was dick night last night, so now I got the bears on the brain. You go there, you download it for $1 or whatever you want to pay. Don't pay more, just pay the $1. You're fine. And then if you don't want to do that, great, no big deal. Mondays, YouTube for free. Then remember that there's a nerdy conversation every day on GameOverGreggy.com, so keep coming back and watching those. And also remember, we have a merch shop now.
Woo!
You can buy this shirt.
There it is.
The Colin shirt.
It's even bigger in real life, Greg. The shirt.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's
Beautiful.
It's like,
bold.
It's like objects
Smoldering.
in the mirror are closer than they appear, man.
That always straight. There's one that took me forever to figure out what the hell they were talking about, Colin. What does that mean? I don't understand. Why would they
You're
be
getting in a car accident every other day. Like,
I don't get why I keep hitting the person next to me.
districtlines.com/GameOverGreggy. And remember, of course, all of this, GameOverGreggy.com. Links are all there. They're in the descriptions. You can go do whatever you want. Thank you, Tim. Thank you, Nick.
Thank
you, Colin. This has been the Game Over Greggy Show, and we bid you adieu in the bidet on the roof.
Go take the political compass test.
It's really hard.
Compass.
It's difficult.
Compass.
Compass.
I failed it.